you go. It's time to start the show. Grab a six-pack, light 'em up, let's go. It's the Big Mad Morning Show.
Good morning. It's the Big Man Morning Show, 918-460-KMOD. You can also text BMMS and then what you want to say to 82945. Listen online, the website that rocks, KMOD.com. Past shows are available on iTunes. Search under BMMS. Listen with your cell phone. Get the iHeartRadio app. Available from the App Store of your cell phone provider. More on this at iHeartRadio.com. And we are on Facebook. Facebook.com/BMMS69. That's where you can hang out with us each and every day. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning.
Good morning, Gimpy.
Well, good morning.
Got a busy day. Tickets to Motley Crue, Def Leppard, who are going to be over at Chapman Stadium at TU next year. Which you're like, next year? It's only, 14, 15 days away?
Not that far.
No. We've got Cucked, the final Cucked of the year. And the only one in December. We've got Willy Nilly. I'd like to say it's not by design.
Yeah, right.
We've got Willy Nilly. Mike from Andolini's is going to join us. Woo! We're going to find out who won the Shiner Holiday Cheer. And so we've also got Friggin' A Friday. What's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? 30-pack of Miller High Life and a $100 gift card to Moody's Jewelry. How about that? So for all you Daryls out there who have waited till the last minute to buy a gift, we got you at least something.
A little something.
A very thin gold bracelet.
Hey, man, that's good enough for some people, man.
Put a charm on it.
Yeah, why not?
Hey, man, put charm on it.
Put that on a T-shirt. Put a charm on it.
So yesterday I got my beer advent calendar from the Oklahoma Brewers Association.
Nice.
Fun, right? Whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
By the way, if you don't own a dispensary, I don't know why you're not doing this.
For real,
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Now it's cool, huh?
Yeah.
You got some catching up to do.
I know, right? I got it. It wasn't available until yesterday.
Okay.
So yeah, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I had a thing happen where, because I've never owned an advent calendar.
Mhm.
Never.
Okay.
The only ones I feel like I've ever seen have been where it's the calendar,
Yeah.
Mhm.
right?
Nothing
And you open
inside.
the day and you get the chocolate or whatever that's in there, right?
Mhm.
So I've never had one that goes 1 through 13, I think this one is, or 12,
Okay.
whatever it is. And I don't know, do you start at 12 or do you start at 1? Like, are you supposed to go 12 to 1 or are you supposed to go 1 to 12?
I think you start at the beginning and work your way
At
to
1?
the end. Yeah.
That's what I would assume. I've
But,
never
but it's a
owned one.
countdown.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But the 12 Days of Christmas starts at 1.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Start at 1. Start at 1. There you
But
go.
it's a
'Cause
countdown.
I know
countdown,
it's,
so start at
this
12.
is a weird countdown, count 2 sort of thing that we're working with here. So you're counting down the days to Christmas. 12 days to Christmas, right? But you have to start at 1. So you're counting down from the beginning.
But you count down. Countdown is literally down, not up. You're describing up.
Up, and down.
And of the 12 days, and the song, they start at 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why you should do it. You know, you've got the 12 days left of Christmas. So you start 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, so on and so forth and such as. So you would open up on day 12, you'd open up number 1, day 11, number 2, day whatever. You know what I'm trying to say.
You're saying start at 12.
Yeah.
And Lindsay's saying, this is my problem. So yesterday I opened one and I was like, wow, like that type of beer is a rare beer. It's not something that you can just, every brewery makes, right? So I was like, wow, that's a good start. And then as I was, laying there with my kids doing story time and all that, I went, oh no.
Did I blow it?
Did I ruin this? Did I ruin another thing?
Damn.
Did the beer so strong it got you in your mind that bad?
No, dude. That's who I am.
He's afraid he ruined it. And he was
So now I'm going to have like peanut butter beer for the rest of my time.
Well, it's a chance you take, man.
Yeah,
because you don't know what's behind that little door.
I know, but the point being is, do you start at 1 or do you start at 12 on a countdown, on an advent calendar, on a countdown? Countdown, you start at 12.
Yeah.
I've never owned one. I'm 47. I'm going to be 48 in 15 days. I don't know what to do.
Oh,
And
you're
it's
not
weird.
alone.
And it's weird how like, and look, I have a life that I'm not deserving of, right? But there are still little things that I feel like I'm very excited about because they're mine, right? And this is one of them. And I'm like, oh man,
Yeah.
I hope I didn't ruin this. I didn't hope I ruined my own little thing.
You see, I get what you're saying. You're kind of trying to save the best for last.
Yeah,
Right? But
yeah.
you don't know. You don't know
Like
what's
dessert.
in this thing. You don't know what's in this thing until
No,
you
I
open
know.
it up. So that's a chance you take. So you started off really strong. Awesome. There may be some crap in the middle there, and you may end up with a turd at the very end, but that's just a chance you take when you're dealing with advent calendars.
Yes, but as someone who has put together events and orchestrated marketing and stuff like that, everybody works really hard to try and make it a certain way.
Yeah, yeah.
And
And then the consumer usually screws it up somehow.
I know, but that doesn't mean that I shouldn't try to follow the plan.
Okay, well,
Right? You can download a movie and fast forward to the end.
Right.
We
right,
understand that.
Right.
But I still am someone who respects the art of it and wants to go along with the rules.
So have you considered calling the creators of said advent calendar and
I ain't a Karen.
say, hey, how do I do this?
No, God, no.
Come with directions.
No, God, no. I'd rather just go and speak on the largest radio station in the state and do that.
Right.
Right. This is the challenge in my life in the last 6 hours.
First world problem.
Totally.
Right. Some
Totally.
people can't even do Christmas, and you're all like, I don't know which way to
How
go.
do I open my beer craft beer advent calendar?
Yeah.
I didn't even know what an advent calendar was until I was like 20.
Same.
I've never had one. I thought they were interesting, but just never thought to get one, or nobody's ever got one for me, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Apparently these are a thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, they've been
Like
around
we
for a
have the
while.
countdown calendar where you turn the box and there's like every number's on there and the kids go, oh, there's 14 more days.
Uh-huh.
Alexa, what day is it? Right now, everybody's Alexa's going off. Sorry. And then Alexa, tune to the Bmms. But
Nice.
Alexa.
buy gay porn.
Alexa, send Corbin beer.
That's going to be on yours now. It's like, oh,
No,
all
it's
right,
not
yeah.
mine. Wow. Ain't gonna be on mine. But anyway, by the way, if you tell your Alexa thank you for the delivery, they'll tip your driver.
And it doesn't cost you anything.
Allegedly.
Yeah, right.
Just like they donate all that stuff to the armed forces when you go to the store. You never see a picture, do you?
Nope, never.
You never see a big press release. You never see like, of all the money you donated all year, we donated millions of dollars to. Nope, you don't.
Right.
Anywho, separate topic.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's not like my kids will ask Alexa the countdown. So I've always been exposed to those, but there are ones that there are a lot of them where you open it to count down and you get a little tiny, fun little gift.
Yeah.
I know some high-end shoe companies that do this.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Sign me up for that.
Yeah, but it's like 7 days, right?
Mm-hmm. I'll take it.
It might be Jimmy Choo. They do a 7-day advent calendar.
Wow.
Yeah,
They have a
dude,
different
women,
pair of shoes
you can go
than
online and watch people open them. It's crazy.
What does that cost you? Like $5,000?
Don't know, don't care,
Yeah, right.
not doing it.
Right?
Right.
Right? I'm sure my wife would love that, but I ain't doing it. But the point being is, I didn't know about these until I was much older. And then I remembered seeing it on National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Same.
But that's more of just they open it.
Right.
It's like a literal countdown, not
Mhm.
there's a little gift inside.
Mhm. Well, the gift
Yeah.
is that scene or whatever. But yeah,
No, like
Oh, okay.
others are a gift where you open it up and there's a chocolate or
Mm.
a little toy or something to that effect.
yeah.
But I never had anything like that.
No. And I think maybe I think my grandmother may have gotten us one as a kid or something, maybe. I'm having a hard time remembering them because I don't think we really did anything. Maybe my mom maybe saw it and re-gifted it or something to a neighbor kid or something who maybe didn't have a good Christmas, or I don't know, but they were like chocolates inside. Probably
Right.
something she picked up at Kmart.
Yeah. I know Jelly Bellies do one.
Yeah.
Hershey's does one
Yeah.
with all their different types. Anyway, so that was my big struggle yesterday. Somebody texted in and said, traditionally it's counting down the 12 down, 12, 11, 10. Not in the song.
Right.
That's
Right.
pretty traditional.
Right. But then you'd have to start at the very end. right? If you're counting it down 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
That was
2,
my dilemma.
you'd
Is
have
on the
to-
box, the
Mhm.
12 should then be at the top left.
Exactly. So I think just following natural directions, you go left to right, top to bottom. So you're going to have to start at number 1 and then move your own way on down the line to number 12. Because working backwards just doesn't seem right at all.
Right down on the bottom right.
Yeah.
That's a different language. You do that. You
Yeah.
start on the right.
Exactly. So I think you just do what you traditionally do. Top to bottom, left to right, 1 to 12.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you got it. You lucked out with the first one being really, really good. Now, who's to say that the other ones aren't going to be even better? See what I'm saying? You could have started off with what you thought was what you say is a rare one and it's really good. And how do we know that the rest of them after that aren't even more rare or even better than that very first one? That could be the worst one out of the whole bunch, but you enjoyed it. You liked it. Yeah.
Yeah. The chances of them putting 12 in there that are all awesome, not high.
You never, it's Christmas time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I paid for it at any gift.
Right.
It says here online, it says, once you've gotten one, be sure to follow the rules. Bring your calendar home safely. Manage to wait until the 1st of December. On the 1st, don't forget to open the first door.
Okay. But again, I didn't get it on December 1st.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that would be one that has 25 days.
Yeah.
This one does not.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all struggle.
It is real.
I'm telling you. If this is my biggest Christmas challenge, whew,
Right, good for
I'm
you,
in good
right?
shape, right?
Yeah,
How
yeah.
lucky am I?
Right.
doubt.
How lucky am I? You know what I heard yesterday? And I don't want to spend too much time on this, but you know what I heard yesterday? The origin of the word cocktail.
Okay, tell me more.
Yeah.
It's mind-blowing if this is true. I don't know if it's true. I'll try to recount as much of it as possible.
Okay.
So basically, there used to be only one cocktail, right? Because they didn't have ice or anything or mixers or anything like that. So it was liquor and sugar, and that's it. Right. Maybe a little water, right? There was nothing. And so that was the drink, and people would get pretty sloshed,
I
Okay.
can imagine.
right? Major drinking problem back in the day,
I
right?
wonder why.
Yeah, because that was it, right? There were 3 spirits essentially.
Mhm.
There wasn't a lot of guidelines on them, probably no consistency in product.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, they would do this and get really drunk, right? And then the idea was that, what's the only way to get over a hangover or start feeling better? Bitters was never intended to be a mixer in a drink. It was something that had medicinal properties, believed, like a snake oil, essentially.
Right.
And so people would do that. Well, they would put it in their add this to the drink,
Okay.
Right.
and then to go coincide with the term, right? You would have a little hair of the dog, as we know it, to get you back on your feet. Well, apparently back in the day, separate story to connect this, back in the day, to decide whether a horse was worthy of buying, you would watch the horse walk around the track. If its tail was up and things like that, you would go, oh, okay, that's a good horse, good breeding horse, good running, whatever. That was the threshold that you would go with. And as industries are, people aren't real honest, so they would take a piece of ginger and shove it in the horse's butt to make the tail stick up, to make it worthy of sale.
Does that work?
So I don't know. That rabbit hole I did not slide down. And so that transferred over where you would have a drink and like, hey, this will cock your tail, get you upright like you're ready for the day.
Wow.
Here's your cocktail.
Interesting.
How about that?
I don't know if that's true, but it's kind of weird. And the whole point of this thing that I saw was the number of things that originate from animals' asses.
Why are you Googling
I'm
animal
not Googling this. It showed up for me.
Just in my feed. Animal butts.
It was just a bunch of stories based off of this. And I had no idea. I didn't know that. So now that when you're like, you want to have a cocktail, just remember it all stems from ginger in a horse's butt.
That's right.
And that's not a person. All right. We want to know, what's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? A 30-pack of Miller High Life and a $100 gift card to Moody's Jewelry could be yours. So text us. What's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? BMMS and whatever that is to 82945. Don't feel like you got to put the name of the movie. We want to try and guess it. BMMS and what that is to 82945. We'll do that coming up. Plus, we've got news quickies. That's what the report said.
Like a bag of garbage or with a bag of
Like
garbage?
a bag of
Oh,
garbage.
Okay. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
But he's alive and he is at his house.
All right. The proverbial question.
Uh-huh.
How many days off does he get after being kidnapped, tortured, thrown in his driveway like a bag of garbage? How many days off do you get from something like that? These are bonus days. You're not using vacation or sick days.
We're just going to go ahead and give you some time off to recoup.
Yeah, we as a company empathize with that crazy situation.
Mm-hmm.
You get some days off to recover. That happened on a Friday, the 21st of last Friday. Lindsay.
So does he have wounds? Like when we say he's tortured?
Irrelevant.
Let's not ask questions.
Well, give him.
How many days does he get off? He's been robbed. He's been abused.
Tortured, kidnapped, robbed, trust defiled.
Mm-hmm.
How many days?
I want to give him 2 weeks.
Okay. Because?
Especially if he's got wounds on him, I want to let him heal up. You know what I mean? Like if he's got some bruising on his face, things
Bruising's
like that.
3 days.
Bruising isn't going to cause anybody else at work to get, some kind of infectious disease if he has one.
No, that's true. I'll stick with
2 weeks. Okay, Gimpy.
Good Lord, that's a lot of 2 days. 2 days. That happened on a Friday. You get Saturday, Sunday. I'll give you Monday and Tuesday. You bring your ass back to work on Wednesday. And if you've got gashes all over yourself, put some goddamn butterfly stitches on that thing and get your ass back to work.
Take as long as you need. You're damaged goods now. If I get you back, you're hardly going to be the person. Whether you get 2 weeks or you're back on Monday, it's going to take a week for you to quell the office chatter.
Right.
So you're damaged goods. You're not coming back the same person.
Oh, no.
You're not going to remember whatever project you were working on. Forget about it.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll do the right thing. Take as long as you want, but let's start hiring the replacement.
Oh, okay.
He's done.
Okay.
You're done.
What if he comes back from work, right, after his week, 2 weeks, however long he needs, and things are a little shaky there for, let's just say, like a week? That seems natural. But everything's back to normal that week after. Are you still firing that guy?
I didn't say fire.
Well, what are you going to do? How else are you going to get rid? You going to lay him off?
You let life work itself out.
Mm-hmm.
Let him quit?
Yeah, he'll quit on his own.
Maybe.
You still give him work. You still treat him as if he's an employee.
Absolutely.
Everything stays the same.
Absolutely.
But he is not the same employee, right? He experienced an incredibly traumatic event.
Yes. And maybe working where he works, doing what he does is his outlet to kind of get over things. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes
this ain't your team lost. This isn't you broke your arm.
You were
It is one of the most traumatic events human beings can go through is being kidnapped and tortured.
That is very true. That is very true.
Mr. No Days.
But everybody works through things differently.
Sure.
Some people need therapy. Some people just need to keep busy.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So maybe so what you're going to do is you're going to let this cat go so he can drive himself crazy.
I'm not going to let him go.
All right. Go down the meth aisle with his new girlfriend, Megan. All right.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, he's committed suicide and hung himself in the garage because I
don't know what that has to do with me. No, that has zero to do with me. I'm saying I have a responsibility as a company to make sure everybody's doing their job. And he can come back. We'll treat him as family. He'll stay on insurance. We'll give him projects. Everything will stay the same. But to have the expectation that he's going to be the same employee is not realistic. And that is what I'm saying.
I understand there's going to be some differences, but deep down inside, if that's what he needs to heal, then you keep on keeping on. I'm not hiring. I'm not looking for the new hire immediately.
He is going to be a drip at the company picnic.
Oh, yeah.
Do not ask him to play laser tag or just tag or capture the flag.
Don't even say the word capture around him.
Don't do the ropes course with him.
Right.
Trust fall?
No.
Trust any of you bitches.
No.
He's going to want to move to another state and start a whole new life.
Yes.
Well, maybe.
Let it work itself out, but you have a responsibility to your customers And as a manager of a business, we got to move forward. We can't let somebody hang on to the back of the train as it's pulling away from the station. Give him all the resources he needs. Let him continue to get a check.
Right.
Put him in a basement. Take his red set, whatever that looks like for you.
Right.
All these stories are on our Facebook page. No days off.
I said 2.
No, you said the weekend, which he already gets.
No, I said I'll give you 2 days. That you've got Friday and Saturday, so I'll give you Monday and Tuesday.
You get Friday, you get Saturday and Sunday off.
Exactly. So you've got 4 days.
So you gave no days off.
I gave him Monday and Tuesday off.
No, you said back on Monday.
No, I said back on Wednesday. I said you got Friday and you got Saturday and Sunday already off. All right, so I'll give you Monday and Tuesday back to work on Wednesday.
Who wants to start in the middle of the week?
Bitch.
Yeah.
Oh. Listen, I've got a business to run, Corbin.
That's what I'm saying. I hear people all the time say that this isn't fair. Life isn't fair. It's not fair for me. It's not fair for what I want to do. I hear that all the time. And I'm going to tell you a story right now where you don't get to say that anymore.
Okay.
All right.
There is a country on this planet where the government makes them have a quota of collecting their own feces.
Why? Why is
for
that
fertilizer?
Okay.
And as quotas go, they tend to grow every year.
You haven't crapped enough this year.
And
you need to put out some more.
And it's such a problem, the quota and the unreachability for maybe you're not having enough fiber in your diet, that you end up stealing crap from your neighbors so you can meet your quota to the government.
What has this
Thou shalt
world
not steal
come
my
to?
neighbor's crap.
What's that, Gimpy?
So what does this world come to, man?
So when you talk about how unfair it is, just keep in mind, you're not having to steal your neighbor's crap, literally. I don't know what I would do. I got to keep... so like I do all the grocery shopping, right? I do the majority of cooking.
Right.
Because my schedule allows for that to happen.
Yeah.
So that means if the crap quota was a thing here, that would be on my list of things I got to take care of.
Absolutely. All right. So I got to go to the grocery store at 12:30. I've got a doctor's appointment and then pick up the dry cleaning. Oh, and I've got to take 4 craps today. Oh, big ones too, because, I was light yesterday.
Hey, little Sally flushed. She can't be flushing.
Mm-hmm.
We are so close to this month's quota.
Yeah. You have to keep track of whenever anyone in your family goes poo. You got to collect it for your kids and your wife.
You want to guess what the average household quota a year is of crap?
Oh,
in this country. What's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? Text it to us. Just the quote, right? Just the line. And we want to try and guess it. If we pick yours, you can get a 30-pack of Miller High Life and a $100 gift card to Moody's Jewelry, but you got to text. That's an important part of this to be eligible. BMMS and what that is to 82945. On Fridays, we do news quickies, headlines only.
It's time for News Quickies, world news, local news, and news that just makes you say, what the Now here's Corbin, Gimpy, and Lindsay with what's going on. News Quickies from the Big Man Morning Show at 97.5 KMOD.
Utah mom buys Walmart pizza with unwanted mouse dropping toppings.
That's just nasty.
Gross.
Like on the pizza, you can't tell me anyway. As long as it was on if it was on the box, I guess you could let it slide, right?
I mean,
it's not. If it's sealed.
That's a horrible title for a pizza.
Mouse dropping topping.
Unwanted mouse dropping toppings.
Yeah. Search for 14 people who ran from plane after emergency landing forced by woman faking she was about to give birth.
I mean, do what you can. You got to get back to the gate, right?
I guess.
Hawaii Island mayor, disrespectful spectators are throwing marshmallows at lava.
I think that's all right. I mean, what happens when marshmallows get too hot? They catch on fire.
I think it's more of the idea.
Delicious.
I think it's more of the idea that the hot flowing magma is like killing people and doing damage. And
here we are roasting marshmallows. You think it would taste different because it's been roasted by lava?
I wouldn't eat it.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
It tastes like sulfur.
Aliens crawling on coast spark panic online. Is it safe to go into the water?
By aliens, do they mean illegals or are we talking, extraterrestrials?
I think you know.
Mm-hmm. German police on the hunt for 60 containers of stolen bull sperm.
What do they need it for?
Mascara.
Red Bull.
If your dog died, you need to bring him in and prove it to us. Olive Garden parts ways with manager over time off rules.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope. Your Olive Garden.
Would a picture suffice?
Your Olive Garden. Your
Real.
Olive Garden.
Right.
You're not. You're.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. Florida man upset over free pizza offer points gun at patrons.
I want my free pizza. Dude, people lose their mind. We'll have Mike from Andolini's on in a little bit. I don't think he would say anything, but people lose their minds when they think they're entitled to whatever the special is, even if it runs out or whatever.
Absolutely. They're like, yeah, it's advertised right here.
Right.
I'm see you for false advertising.
Give him the one with unwanted mouse droppings and
Gross.
toppings.
Gross. Colombian judge suspended after appearing on a Zoom call half naked and smoking in bed.
Someone should have put him out.
He forgot his camera was on.
I'll go along with that. Fire station on fire.
That's an oxymoron. It's like jumbo shrimp.
Right. Therapy for porn addiction skyrocketing since the start of COVID pandemic.
I guess that makes sense. Got nothing better to do but to beat it. Sure. Georgia fugitive arrested after replying to Sheriff's Department's most wanted Facebook post. How about me?
Why did I make the top 10? That's competitiveness on another level.
Yeah, right.
I mean, they say people that are like serial killers and stuff like that, they want the exposure.
Right.
They want, like, if you don't mention them, they get pissed.
Yeah.
KFC employee shot for running out of corn. Well, it's good.
It's gone.
It's got the juice.
Texas porch pirates return packages they stole.
Remorse.
Yeah.
Feels like a bad porn name.
Yes. Thief steals baby Jesus.
Oh.
He would be forgiven. He would be forgiven.
Sure.
Family questions if driving test is fair for mother with mild dementia.
It's only mild. It's not severe. It's just mild.
Listen, just give her the test. She's not going to remember.
Yeah, right.
Florida woman claims to be God from ancient Egypt and attacks civilians.
Do gods do that? Do they attack civilians?
Well, the vengeful ones do.
I mean, but usually they do the whole thing. They don't do like individually and then.
I don't know, man. Smiting is, you can't just smite everybody, because then there's people that's getting smited that don't deserve to be smite.
Yeah, usually isn't smiting happen like a collective group of people at one time. It's not like doom, 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 doom.
I always thought it was like to whomever, if there is a group of people that all did bad, then yeah, we're going to smite you all at once. But if just one individual, Jeffrey Dahmer, for example, and nobody else did anything bad, well, then it's just Jeffy that's going to get smited.
Can I say something about the mugshot, though, when I first saw it?
Nope.
Who I thought it was?
Food blogger stabbed to
Still
death.
couldn't help yourself, huh? Ask the question, just do whatever the F you want anyway.
Come on, it's the last show of the year. Food blogger stabbed to death by rival influencer while live streaming.
Say that again?
Food blogger stabbed to death by rival influencer while live streaming.
Oh.
I make a better feta pasta.
Right?
Garbage. Child marriage still legal in Michigan as fight continues to change the law.
Oh my gosh.
Do not
What
tell
year
me.
is it?
Hey, some of my constituents, not me, some people I know.
My God.
Last one.
Florida cop overdoses after major exposure to fentanyl during traffic stop.
Yeah, this is a huge problem with the police department and first responders in general.
Yeah.
Is dealing with fentanyl in a form where it can be inhaled through their nose.
Right. It's like if it explodes, the package explodes and all that powder goes everywhere. And the next thing you know.
No, not even that. Just it being like an open container of liquid fentanyl.
Oh, liquid, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know how that stuff works.
Goodness.
Multiple ways, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes they transport it in a liquid form
Mhm.
because it's harder. You're going to be less suspicious of a bottle of shampoo in a car
Right.
Mhm.
than you are, a powdery substance in a bag
Yeah, that never works
or
out for you.
pills,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm. A man arrested after attacking person on a bus with a sword.
I mean,
That's why I don't take
Which
public
sword?
transportation, man. Hey, now.
snakes have clitorises, scientists say, slamming research taboo.
Huh.
How do they get to that? Like, I mean, you're going to have to.
I can tell you what, they weren't
Okay.
men scientists. What's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? A 30-pack of Miller High Life and $100, because men can't find it, Lindsay,
Mhm.
gift card to Moody's. Wow, bitter about it. What's your
Says you.
favorite line from any? She told me I found it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're the best.
That's the
You
spot.
know what to do.
Oh, baby,
you were
baby.
made for me.
Give it to me, please.
What's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? BMMS and what that is to 82945. A 30-pack of Miller High Life and $100 gift card to Moody's Jewelry could be yours. Get your text because we're going to give away some beer coming up.
Tulsa's morning show is coming right back. The Big Mad Morning Show. Tulsa's rock station. 97.5 KMOD. From the Supermercado Morelos Traffic Center. KMOD Total Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech. This winter, there are new COVID-19 booster shots designed to help protect against recent Omicron variants. If it's been at least 2 months since your primary series or original booster, schedule your updated COVID-19 booster dose at vaccines.gov.
I support you 100%.
Poop. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Somebody's like, I'm going to be the best poop expert ever.
Yes, absolutely.
How was work today, honey? Poop.
It was the S.
Do not. Because I don't know about you guys, but my wife has friends that she works with, and we go to dinners with them or whatever, and they talk about work. And I always set a little thing on my watch, and about 20 minutes in, I'm like, okay.
Like trying to get out of the conversation
No,
or change the conversation?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay,
We're not talking
okay.
about
Yeah,
work anymore.
Yeah. I get that.
Do not bring it up at all if your husband or wife does poop research.
No.
Not a fun dinner.
No, because that's where everybody
Topic.
gathers around the table and talks about their day and how it was. And yeah, you can't do that if you're a poop expert.
Lindsay, do you have friends that do like plumbing or drywall work?
Yeah,
And when you need plumbing or drywall work, you call them, right?
of course. Of course.
Do not call him about our poop, please.
Right. Exactly.
Hey, Jim,
Yeah.
you're an expert in the poops, huh?
Honey, my tum-tum isn't right. Call Jim.
Right.
I'm not calling Jim again.
Again.
He does not want to hear about my poop problems.
Sure, he does. He deals with it every day.
That's the conversation you have with people that do drywall,
Right,
Yeah.
electrical work,
They're professionals.
car repair.
Mhm.
He does it every day. He does not mind. Y'all had a show some time ago about well-endowed men who have trouble with the dating scene because of their genetic disposition. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to catch the whole show. Well, I'm not sure how to ask this, but are any of them still single? I'm 5'2", 120 pounds, pleasant on the eyes, and very capable of intelligent conversations. What are my choices?
What is going on here? Are they trying to get us to hook them up with the big dong man or
I
what?
don't know. I don't know if it's a man or woman.
Okay.
Right?
Is this person trying to get us to hook them up with somebody with a huge schlong? I don't, yeah.
It's conversations like this that create an illusion
Mhm.
that every woman wants a gigantic dong. Vaginas are all different.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Some, that's terrifying.
Right.
Some, that sounds exciting.
Right. Some, that's not even big enough.
Yeah. I have never thought if there is a website for women to go to find men that are well endowed. Now that we've said it aloud, I'm sure there's one.
Well, there has to be. They've got one for farmers, Christian singles.
Sure.
Why can't they have one? It's
Spoiler, those are all the same databases.
What?
Yeah.
Big dong dating.
and I'm sure there's one for this, but do like guys who like bolt-ons
Right.
breasts, is there a website for fake boobs, like only dating girls with fake breasts?
I feel like there probably is, but also I feel like that might be something in a profile, like on a dating app, like a question, like, do you prefer real or fake boobs? Or, you know what I mean?
I would know. I've never filled any one of those
either.
out, but that doesn't. You fill that out on a dating app. I don't take a lot of credibility with that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're on a site as looking for a partner and the website is fakeboobsforyou.com, then you better have big old bolt-ons, right? Same way for girls looking for guys with well-endowed junk.
Yeah.
If that's on, like, every guy's going to put that in his profile.
Right.
But if you're on a website of Tubuku, you better be.
Right.
I don't go to the chicken restaurant and order a hamburger.
Yeah. Do you have to upload measurements to be on these websites?
If they exist, I don't even know.
Right.
So far, I just simply Googled website for men who want to only date women with fake breasts. That seems pretty simple and plain Jane, right?
Okay.
Haven't found anything yet. Haven't found anything yet. A lot of, these are the 28 best things to know before getting a boob job, or the 10 best dating apps, blah, 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 blah. But nothing in here, fakeboobsonly.com.
Okay. I Googled double D dating website.
Was double spelled out, or you just put two big D's on there?
No, I wrote double D dating website, and there isn't one. One does not come up.
Yeah. I honestly don't think that there are websites that get that specific.
Yeah. On our trademark. On our trademark.
Yeah, absolutely. There needs to be.
People are vain.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So my whole thing, if that was my company, is that you'd have to do that across the board. So if you're going to have, doubleddating.com, then you got to have, tubuku.com.
Right. 9 inches or more.com.
Yeah. If whatever that
Whatever
is.
it is, yeah. I'm almost afraid to type that in.
Just like people are into feet. Like there should be a website. Good morning. It's the Big Man Morning Show, 918-460-KMOD. You can also text BMMS and then what you want to say to 82945. On Fridays, we give away beer. And if you want in on it, you got to text us. What's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? If we talk to you on the phone, you're going to get a 30-pack of Miller High Life and a $100 gift card to Moody's Jewelry. Let's go to the phones and see who we have here for our first beer. Jeff is on. Hey, Jeff, how are you?
Hey, Christmas.
Merry Christmas. What's your favorite line from any movie?
Merry Christmas, kiss my ass. Merry Christmas, kiss my ass. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, this is overwhelmingly the most texted movie. Different quotes throughout the movie, but for sure, number one. What is it, Lindsay?
Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Right on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great movie. It takes a lot of the stress from everyday life and just kind of, I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
How old do you think that movie is?
Good Lord. 25 years, maybe? 20 years, something like that.
I think
More
it's
than
older
that,
than that. Yeah,
In 1989, dude.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I'm an old man, so days run, I try to not remember as many days as I have to.
Yeah, it's damn near 40 years old.
Ain't that something?
Wow.
Yeah.
I never.
32
wow.
years, something like that. Yeah. Whew. Right on, man. Well, we're going to hook you up. Gimpy, go ahead and tell him exactly what he's going to get.
Congratulations. Your favorite movie line just scored you a $100 gift card to Moody's Jewelry and a 30-pack of Miller High Life. Back to you, Corbin.
All right, man. Hang on the line. Gimpy's got to get your info. Have a merry, merry, merry Christmas, okay?
Hey, thanks, y'all. I appreciate everything you do, man. Y'all make the mornings a lot more enjoyable.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you, man. Have a good day. Hang out. Hang out so Gimpy can get your info. Yeah, that movie's overwhelmingly be texted. That doesn't mean we won't pick it again, by the way.
Yeah, right?
Because there's so many coming in that it can land again. Because it's for us, it's more about the line.
Yeah.
It isn't about the movie's been done and then it's out. We're going to go to ours here coming up in a little bit.
Quote the entire film, actually.
For sure, right?
Love it.
For sure.
And that movie, you don't even have to watch it at Christmas to enjoy it. I mean, I could watch that any time of the year.
Okay, well, we came up with a new quantifier for Christmas movies the other day. And if you're saying that, then it can't be a Christmas movie. Because the quantifier, hold on. The quantifier is that if you can watch it any other time of the year and it still be great, it ain't a Christmas movie.
I just like it so much. It's just that enjoyable.
Like watching.
It's so funny.
Yeah, but watching Elf in June.
No, I wouldn't.
Doesn't seem right, does it?
But that's what makes it a Christmas movie. Die Hard, you can watch anytime and it's relevant. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't watch Elf at Christmas because it's just not one of mine. I don't like it.
Yeah, I've just never seen it, so I wouldn't know if it's one of my
You should make it a point on our vacation the next 2 weeks to watch Elf at least one time. Just one time.
It's going to happen with my kids. Why do I have to force a square into a circle?
Well, you can just, if it's going to happen, just let it happen now so you don't have to worry about it later. Get it out of the way.
You think I'm worried?
I know.
Right.
You think I'm worried about watching this movie? I couldn't care less.
Nice. The San Francisco 49ers are back on top of the NFC West. The Niners knocked off the rival Seahawks 21-13 on Thursday Night Football in Seattle, clinching the NFC West Division title for the first time since 2019. Rookie Brock Purdy threw for 217 yards and 2 touchdowns to move to 2-0 as the Niners starting quarterback. San Francisco has now won 7 straight overall to improve to 10-4 on the season. Seattle has dropped 4 of 5 to slip to 7-7 on the year.
Bosa he's playing like lightning, man. Nick Bosa's playing like a stud. Listen to the stat. Brock Purdy went 9 for 9 for 73 yards and a touchdown in the first quarter. He's the first 49er quarterback to go 9-9 or better in a first quarter since Jeff Garcia in 2001.
Dang.
Wow.
Brock Purdy's a different beast, man.
Yeah, you said it yesterday.
This was a third stringer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's that say for Garoppolo next season?
He was already out, dude.
Okay.
They only went to him because Trey Lance got hurt.
Okay.
Dude, they were trying to trade him. He was on the trade block.
Okay.
Trey Lance got hurt, and they're like, hey.
About that.
You know that thing we said? What if? Look, nobody's asking you out to dance anyway. Dance with us.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, week 15 of the NFL season continues with a Saturday triple header. The Colts visit the Vikings in the opener.
Nice.
Yep, the Ravens battle the Browns in Cleveland. I know, followed by the Dolphins at the Bills.
That's going to be solid.
Sunday's slate features the Bengals visiting the Bucks, seeking a 6th straight win. The Giants and Commanders will clash on Sunday Night Football in Landover, and those teams currently occupy the final 2 NFC wildcard spots with identical 7-5-1 records. The Rams are at the Packers. That's set for Monday.
The Chiefs are playing Houston, which is just a team just decimated with injuries. And it's those games I get so nervous about because they're like, we got this.
Yeah.
Right. They're overconfident.
Yes. Or Houston's like, man, there's a bunch of guys playing that are trying to make a name.
Right.
Either to make this team or make their next team. And that kind of stuff's scary, man. We don't overexert yourself, guys. We got the playoffs. We've got more gig.
I think the Rams and Packers will be a good game.
No. The Packers are not playing well.
Right.
Abysmal, right? And the Rams have not been playing well. You have that one game with Baker Mayfield. Okay. That's one game.
That's why I think it'll be good.
And nothing like watching, two nobody going to make the playoffs play.
The Ravens are without Lamar Jackson for at least another game. Baltimore ruled out the quarterback on Thursday as he deals with a knee sprain. The team did get good news after backup QB Tyler Huntley was cleared from the concussion protocol. Huntley will look to make his second straight start under center for the Ravens. The 24-year-old threw for 88 yards in last week's win over the Steelers. Baltimore visits the Browns Saturday afternoon.
This is the part of the season that's always super exciting, I think, because guys are, they've been playing banged up and now they're getting injuries they can't play with. And so you're getting guys like in this situation for the Ravens with Lamar Jackson, where he gets injured and he's got to sit. He's got to sit. They won't let him play with an injury.
Yeah.
Where sometimes they'll let them power through it, or the guy will be like, I can do this.
How long does a knee sprain usually last?
Depends on how severe it is. Depends on if they're being honest with us that that's the problem.
Okay.
Right? They may be trying to have hopes to make it into the playoffs. And so they don't want to give away too much. Because teams base their planning, right? They're planning their defenses against Baltimore. They're going to play them. And so if they're like, he ain't going to play, they'll do something else in the last minute. They can put him in. There was a story this week about Mike Leach putting a fake play sheet together when they played Texas. OU played Texas. And intentionally dropped it. And Texas picked it up and planned their whole defenses around it. The defensive coach took it up into the box and was using it as a reference, like mapped all of his plays against it. Mike Leach did this at the collegiate. So teams plan.
Yeah.
And by saying he's not available, they may give them some advantage.
Okay. The Warriors are losing their star point guard for a few weeks. Golden State announced Steph Curry did suffer a left shoulder subluxation in Wednesday's loss to the Pacers, and ESPN reports he's expected to be sidelined for a couple weeks. Curry left the game in the third quarter, didn't return after heading to the locker room. The 34-year-old is averaging 30 points, 6.8 assists per game this season.
Gimpy and I were talking that it was subluxation. Yeah. He didn't agree. I was like, it's totally a subluxation.
Yankees are adding an all-star to their starting rotation. According to multiple reports, New York and free agent pitcher Carlos Rodon have agreed on a 6-year, $162 million contract. He was 14-8 last season while playing for the San Francisco Giants. The 30-year-old southpaw spent the first 7 years of his career with the Chicago White Sox. He has a career record of 56 and 46. And that is your Balls to the Wall Sports. I'm Lindsay on 97.5 at KMOUD.
Balls to the Wall Sports is powered by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Great taste, 96 calories. More of the Big Man Morning Show is next.
Tulsa's Morning Show, the Big Man Morning Show. The assault continues next. 97.5 KMOD. From the Supermercado Morelos Traffic Center, KMOD.
The guy, they met on a dating app. The guy came over to the guy's house and he ended up tying this guy up.
Yeah, I'm not buying that, because then there would be more. This isn't, you know what I'm saying? That you don't go, I understand there's a first time for everything,
right.
But you're not going to be like, well, I think next time I'm willing to take a step further, get the skillet out.
Right.
Right. That's also
like
it's also an important feature. Did he cook them or did he eat them raw?
Right.
Because eating a heart of a deer is not an uncommon thing. Sometimes straight out of it, sometimes cooked.
Right. Even your Rocky Mountain oysters, bull balls, bull butter. People eat those, but they don't eat them raw.
They don't eat them raw, right?
As far as I know, they don't. If you do, that makes you a little weird, and I don't think we should be friends anymore.
The idea that these two crazy people found each other, if that's the case, God, the universe is insane.
Imagine the life they could have had if he would not have died.
I think they had the life they imagined.
He just ended up dead and ballless.
I think we don't know the motive of the other person from the story.
Yeah.
But that sounds like that was the motive of this guy. He literally was like, whatever you want to do, Judge.
Right.
Apparently, and I dug into this guy a little bit. He had a master's degree. Like he was pretty, he was
the Unabomber had a master's. He was, come on.
True. Yeah.
Don't you get that online nowadays?
Sentencing for him will be held on December 15th.
I saw a thing yesterday online. I don't know if it's true, but you know how they caught the Unabomber? They caught the Unabomber. He was such an elitist. Like, he thought he was so much better than everybody else. He couldn't stand the phrase, have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
And because he's like, that makes no sense. He was like, you can't have your cake and then enjoy it, like some other phrase.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so he wrote this manifesto that got printed in the paper. And his sister-in-law, who always thought he was a little off his rocker, was like, I think this is your brother. Went to her husband and he looked at him and was like, I don't think so. And then read the line that his brother was one of the only people who ever said, you can't have your cake and then enjoy it as well.
Right.
Oh.
It's like,
And that's how they got him.
Wow.
Ooh, damn it. Ted Kaczynski. Man busted for beating.
Also, he was one of the people that did the acid experiment where they gave everybody a bunch of acid to see how they would
yeah.
react.
Okay.
And he went crazy and he never forgave them.
Well, that would make sense, but no reason to go and send bombs through the mailbox.
No.
Yeah,
Just saying.
universities and bombs and airplanes.
Right.
The Unabomber. Florida man accused of chewing victim's face, not guilty by reason of insanity. You might remember this story. It's from a while back, and everybody's like, "Oh man, it's the
Bath
synthetic
salts.
bath salts and synthetic weed and everything." Nope, he just crazy. A former Florida State University student is accused of killing a couple in their garage 6 years ago, and then chewing on one of the victim's faces is not guilty by reason of cuckoo. The prosecution, defense, and judge have all agreed on to the deal. Austin Haroff was set to go to trial today without a jury. The judge is expected to send her off to a mental hospital. Well, he'll be sedated and stare out a window the rest of his life.
Wow.
Yep, but he won't be eating faces
I'm shocked.
in public.
Yeah.
So they didn't, I thought that they found drugs in his system at the time. They didn't, huh? Wow.
I'm just reading the story from today.
Yeah.
I think the initial story said that,
Uh-huh.
but
Okay.
but I don't think that he was somebody that wasn't what they thought.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, why else would somebody
I remember
eat somebody's
that.
face off? They have
Toxico-
to be high on drugs.
Toxicology reports take like 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't be able to tell us for 4 to 6 weeks
Mhm.
after the fact.
Right.
Yeah, it was assumed at the time that he
Probably.
was on.
Right. Well,
Yes.
that's the only thing that makes sense. Not that people
Yes.
are crazy.
Yeah.
Mhm. But they're not crazy enough to eat face.
They're not crazy enough to eat balls.
yeah.
And then we've read 2 stories today where people are crazy.
Mhm.
3, because you don't just randomly run around swinging a dildo around till you puncture someone's torso. Like
Jealous.
you're on
Good
bare
point.
knuckle fighting championship.
That needs to be televised.
They've started
Dildo
arm wrestling
fights.
fighting.
Uh-huh.
Like that's a league they're gonna start. The
Okay.
UFC is.
Okay.
They totally need dildo fighting
Absolutely.
because you know they have slap.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But do dildos,
Oh.
dude? I'm watching,
Oh, yes. You get one of those big, like 3-footers or
and
whatever.
it's all weight classes. So like it's the
Right.
small like little pencil ones,
Right.
and then you build up to like Kong,
Right. The heavyweights.
the heavyweights. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I'd pay $50.
No.
Pay-per-view? Come on.
You are not. You might go to someone's house who's paying $50.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Woman catfished by her female cousin for over a decade. And what's being called the most complex catfishing on record, 42-year-old Karat Asi is telling her story on a podcast called Sweet Bobby. So she met Bobby online in a private group with 50 people inside, all of whom were Bobby's friends and family. And they developed a relationship for over 10 years. This went on. There was always something keeping them from meeting in real life, including poor Bobby suffering from a heart attack. So she became suspicious because,
In year 13.
yeah, right. She said that some of those years she was in a romantic relationship with the fake Bobby. She believed he was living in Australia, and she had seen pictures of, come to find out, it was based on a real live man. But she received a message in 2013 on Facebook, a private message, saying that Bobby had been shot and was in a coma and suffered memory loss. And then in January 2014,
Just trying to get out of it.
she learned that he had died. But soon after that, she receives an email out of the blue informing her that Bobby was actually alive, but faked his own death and is now in witness protection.
Goodness gracious.
So that's when she's like, okay, I got to hire a PI. I got to figure this
No, you
one out.
don't.
I know.
No, you don't.
Cut ties and let it go.
But she did. But she said she went through so much distress because she really cared for this human being. And, it's like what we all hear about catfishing. I love this person. You develop emotions and real feelings for someone. So even though she says, I know this is ridiculous, I was falling in love with this person. Then she finds out that Bobby was drinking heavily and was suicidal. In 2015, she was informed he had suffered a brain tumor followed by a stroke. Well, come to find out, it was her own cousin who not only made up Bobby, but every single person in that Facebook group.
No kidding.
She was.
No
all
kidding.
50 people.
Don't ever underestimate the links people will go to cover a lie.
Yeah.
I think that this possibly is a mental condition.
I agree.
On her. On her.
The person that got catfish?
Yes.
I was going to pin it more on the catfisher.
For sure. That's obvious. But we're like, oh, poor her. What do you mean, poor her? She had how many signs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's very true.
How common is it to fall in love with someone on the other side of the globe?
I mean,
right? There was so many signs, but she yet still believed, and she believed and fell in love with someone. She didn't fall in love with someone. She fell in love with a story.
Okay.
She didn't know it was a story. She didn't want to believe it was a story.
Right.
There were multiple signs.
But that's like saying that people that fall for telephone scams, then
no, it's
there
not.
must be something wrong with them because they fell for this scam.
No, there's no. If it was one time, sure. This is 13 years.
Yeah.
Right.
They developed.
They never met.
Not in person, no.
They never met visually. They never met.
Only
she got
pictures
of somebody.
Right.
So she believed in a fictitious person. If an adult was walking around, cover your ears, kids, that they believed in Santa, you would say they are crazy. So why is this different?
Because it's her. It's definitely. I mean, there is something there, but I do feel bad because maybe she was just very lonely at the time.
Sure,
and
sure, all those things might be true.
Desperate.
All those things might be true, but it was not love. Love is a two-way street, right? There's no way the other person could have given love back. Maybe given affirmation, but could not have given love.
And it's her own family member. Assuming that they're close, she probably knows how to talk to her, what she likes, things like that, and really got into her mentally.
I was thinking, if you were single, again, God forbid, knock on wood, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
If you were single again and you were, how long do you think you would let it go of not seeing somebody? Forget the signs that maybe you would or would not see. How many times would you keep communication going with someone, much less say you were in love with them and never meet them face to face?
I think if I like starting an online conversation with someone, I would say 2 weeks. I would want to know see them in person.
Gimpy?
I was going to say about 30 days because anything can happen, especially if they, quote, live on the other side of the country. You met them online. So, I mean, traveling isn't easy for everybody. Okay.
Especially now.
Yeah, especially now. So I say like 30 days goes by. And if you haven't made the effort or the other person hasn't made the effort to let's get together and actually meet in person.
Yeah.
Then adios, bitches. I'm out of here.
7 days.
7 days, huh?
7.
Coming up, we got tickets to Motley Crue and Def Leppard. Plus, we're going to do Cucked. Plus, we're going to find out who wins the Shiner Holiday Cheer that we've been qualifying people for on KMOD. So make sure you're listening for that. But right now, we want to know for Friggin' Day Friday, what's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? Text it to us, BMMS, and what that is to 82945. A 30-pack of Miller High Life and $100 gift card to Moody's Jewelry could be yours. We're going to go around the room. Lindsay, say the line. We're going to see if we can guess it. What's your favorite line from any Christmas movie?
Okay. This is your trough. Show me how the piggies eat. Be a good boy. Show mommy how the piggies eat.
Yeah. That's probably the other one we're getting a lot of of people texting in from A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Yeah. That kid had the gig, right?
He did.
Oh,
He
yeah.
didn't have to speak,
No.
but he steals scenes every
He
time he's in it.
does, He does. And Ralphie's just staring at him like, oh my God, my mom and brother are just disgustingly weird.
I mean,
It's a great
every older
scene.
sibling does that.
Yes. That is another great one.
That movie's full of quotes, man.
Mhm.
Full of good one lines.
Randy his name?
Yes,
Mm.
Randy.
Yeah, I wanted to see like what else he went on to do. He was in Quarter Bin. I don't know what that is.
Nope.
He's in this Christmas Story sequel, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Clark World, The Untold Christmas Story,
Just riding that donkey.
Crimes of Passion. Yeah, he hasn't done any on.
No.
I can't put my arms.
He served as a tour guide of the Christmas Story house in Cleveland.
Wow.
Oh, that's raking in the cash.
Yeah, he works in animation and puppetry.
Somebody check his hard drive.
No kidding.
He was in Beverly Hills 90210.
What?
Huh.
Probably the most popular gig after A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Mhm.
After Christmas Story, what was he in? He was in an episode of Who's the Boss?
Okay.
He was in an episode of Highway to Heaven and an episode of My Sister Sam.
Okay.
He was in Beverly Hills 90210. Almost every credit is kid.
Wow.
He hosted the NFL Holiday Spectacular. It's one of those like, we have a special guest host for the NFL Holiday Spectacular,
Ooh, who could it be?
Ian Petrella.
Huh.
Hi, I'm Ian. You might remember me from A Christmas Story. I was Randy. Cut to clip.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Shows him eating out of off a plate.
Because he looks nothing like
No.
he did when he was 5 or
Right.
7 or whatever.
Mhm.
Oh, that's spectacular. How tough, man. You're just trying to be like, ride the pony.
Right. Right.
What do you think his net worth is, Lindsay?
Ooh. $1 million.
Okay, Gimpy.
God, I'm saying way less than that. I'm going with like maybe 420,000.
Yeah, this says 400,000.
Yeah. He hasn't done much. Television is what he's done the most of, or these little special guest appearances. They're like, ooh, well, we couldn't get Ralphie from A Christmas Story, but we got his brother.
Oh, God. And
And
a lot of people are like, he had a brother?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Randy. You remember Randy? No.
Well, give me a line.
All right.
Exactly.
What's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? 30-pack of Miller High Life and $100 gift card to Moody's Jewelry could be yours. BMMS space, whatever that quote is, to the phone number 82945. Gimpy, what's your favorite line from any movie, Christmas movie?
Why the hell did you take your shoes off? Why the hell are you dressed like a chicken?
I don't know.
I think
Home Alone.
Yeah, Lindsay got it. Home Alone.
Yeah.
It's a Harry. Harry
Oh, yep,
says,
yep,
why the
yep.
hell did you take your shoes off? And Mar says, why the hell are you dressed like a chicken?
Yeah.
I love it.
Dude, that scene where he steps on those spikes, not nails, spikes
Right.
that are, he wouldn't walk. He probably would maybe even bleed out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude, if any of that stuff happened in real life, you would be jacked up, man. I mean, you're
Stepping on ornaments just alone.
Yes. And taking a full paint can to the dome, like swinging down. This isn't just, somebody whack donk hit you
Full
with
of
a paint.
bolts.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and then the heating up of the doorknob. I don't know if that really works in life, but whatever. It's like go to grab it and burn your hand and open up the door and there's a blowtorch. Those guys would have been dead in the beginning. If it was real life, they would have been dead quickly into it.
I think just when they slip on the ice
Oh yeah.
or on the Hot Wheels or whatever,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
or the marbles, or I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
When he ices down the steps or whatever. Yeah, as an old timer, man, you ain't getting up from that.
By far the funniest scene is when the tarantula is on his face and he screams. That's by
Yeah.
far the funniest
Gets
scene.
me every time.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That is a funny scene.
Mhm.
And the probably the one that makes the most sense that I felt like a kid could do is the saran wrap with the silicone on it,
Mhm.
Okay.
and then the
Yeah.
feathers
Gotcha.
Yep.
show up.
Mhm.
Yep.
But how would he have got like the resourcefulness of that age of a child incredible.
Oh,
Yes.
He would never,
Mhm.
ever be able to tie a rope of that gauge into a knot so taut. He
Uh-huh.
wouldn't be able to do it.
No.
Well, maybe he was a Boy Scout.
Wouldn't be strong enough to
Mm.
create the tautness,
Mm-hmm.
right? To be able to slide down it.
Right.
And then he could cut it with garden shears. Ain't
Right.
happening.
Which is why it's a
Ain't-
movie.
ain't happening. Ain't happening.
Mhm.
But I love that movie, man. My
Yeah.
kids love that movie.
It's
I don't
so
know if it's
great.
because it's the assault of adults or what.
Yeah.
You kids ever smack their hands on their face and scream? Ah!
When they're a little bit after they watch it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one for sure.
And
feel
and
that
would
for
that
sure.
really happen with the aftershave? Would that burn your face like that?
I mean, if he really shaved,
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
but if he'd never shaved before
Yeah.
and he'd done that, he would have cut himself for sure.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, several times. And then, of course, the alcohol from the aftershave. Yeah, it would burn.
Yes,
It would burn.
but there's no way. I mean, he just wouldn't know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You just go slightly horizontal on your face, you're cutting your face.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or even if you got like a dull blade or something like that, because you don't change them out that often, you disgusting savages.
Right, filthy animal. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But yes, I mean, I know that means that it's working.
If you cut yourself?
No. If
Oh.
there's a little burn,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and I don't put aftershave on. It's some like lotion thing.
Okay.
It's like a balm almost.
Mm.
I don't know anybody that uses aftershave.
Right, the cologne liquid thing.
Yeah, you put it in your
After they
hand.
shave. Yeah.
Yeah, and then smack it all over yourself. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's like a dad thing.
It is old
To
man.
do.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to turn here in a second. There's going to be a text from someone's like, bruh, I do it.
I still use it.
I do it.
Mhm.
Yeah, listen, old people can text too, man. It ain't a big deal.
Yeah, right.
We want to know from you, what's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? A 30-pack of Miller High Life and $100 gift card to Moody's Jewelry. If I woke up this morning with my head sewn to the carpet, I wouldn't be more surprised than I am right now.
Well, you know it's not from Elf.
If I woke up this morning with my head sewn to the carpet, I wouldn't be more surprised than I am right now.
Is that from A Christmas Vacation?
It is.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm guessing it's probably Clark that said it.
It is Clark
Yeah.
to Eddie, yes.
Oh.
Mhm.
As he shows up, if I remember correctly.
Ah.
Yeah. That's another great Christmas movie.
There's so many memorable. I was thinking it's got to be the most quotable Christmas movie of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Easy.
There's so many lines in that
Yes.
movie.
Yes.
So many.
Esther's full.
That's the classic one.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to go through all of them because people are going to text them in.
Mhm.
Any of the Margot ones are brilliant,
Mhm.
brilliant, and easily overlooked.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Any of the ones with, there's so, I don't want to say them all
I
because there's
know,
so
I
many
know,
good ones.
I know.
I don't want to steal them from the listeners
Mm-hmm.
because there are some that you're like, oh my gosh, that's right. I think my favorite scene in that movie, without giving any quotes, is when they're shopping in Walmart and Eddie's just stacking 40-pound bags of
Yes,
dog food on the
yes.
cart. I think he's a phenomenal actor. Crazy, but that's part of what makes him such a brilliant actor
Mhm.
because Chevy Chase is known to be a very improvisational actor to the point of being a complete asshole
Yeah.
and impossible to work with.
Mhm.
But makes
Asking the interns.
makes memorable scenes,
Mhm.
right? But he was rivaled by Eddie's character, the actor, right? Because he also was that way.
Right.
And them together, just magic on the screen.
Absolutely.
Every scene with them together is always so good. And to try and get Chevy Chase to crack was impossible. So they just try to outdo each other.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant. That's what makes that movie so brilliant. I don't know if there'll ever be another movie as great as A Christmas Vacation.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're absolutely right.
In terms of quotability
Yeah, exactly.
and chemistry on screen.
Ooh.
Randy Quaid. Now he's the one that made that weird sex video with his old lady and the dog in the background, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that story a couple of
Dude,
years ago.
cheese cracker, not even on the same continent anymore.
No. He's got that weird looking beard now. and
Yeah.
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 Now I will say though that Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly do a good job of back and forth together on screen.
They're a good team together.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least
As far
there's plenty
as
of
the
good
duos,
teams. Yes, there's plenty of good teams. But as far as Randy Quaid and Chevy Chase, right? Randy Quaid now looks like Brian Poshen, the comedian, if you know who that is. Kind of balding and has a thick, heavy beard and like Coke bottle glasses.
Yeah. Has he ever been the star of anything?
I think they've tried to, right? But I think there are actors that just can't carry a movie. They're great actors,
Sure.
but they can't carry a movie.
They're good supporting actors.
Yeah,
But when it comes down to it, they'll never be the main character.
Yeah, and you can easily go, well, that of course they can, or that's not fair, or whatever. But that's just somebody has to be good at that part.
Yeah.
You know, somebody has to be a good guy who puts on all the tires on all the cars on the assembly line.
Right.
Just because you're great at putting tires on the assembly line doesn't mean you'd be great attaching seats.
Right. Randy Quaid was in Brokeback Mountain?
Yeah, he was the the guy who ran the ranch that they were that Gyllenhaal was freelancing. One of them was working for to go up into the mountain.
Gotcha.
And basically is like, I know what you're doing up there. Yeah. He plays those roles great too. Just serious and not, trying to be funny.
Right. Used to.
Yeah. I don't think anybody would touch him right now. No. I think he's wanted by the government, if I'm not mistaken.
He's not welcome. I think he's in Canada.
He's not welcome? Is there
he's not allowed?
Is there a not welcome policy for America?
He's either not. Maybe he's not allowed in Canada. Maybe that's it.
After fleeing to Canada as a refugee, Randy Quaid will, and then that was just the headline that I found. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. That was back in 2015 where the story came from.
No, I think he was fleeing there was he was wanted for something.
Okay.
And he fled to Canada. But that doesn't make sense either. But there's definitely not you're not welcome, like, hey, don't come back type of thing. I mean, there's an unwritten you're not welcome policy, but that's kind of a little different. But Randy Quaid, man, great movie. Name another Randy Quaid movie that you think is awesome.
Oh, hell, you would, wouldn't you?
Independence Day.
Yeah, good one, Lindsay. Where he plays the crazy uncle who everybody thinks is crazy because he says he sees aliens. And he turns out to be the expert about seeing aliens all of a sudden.
And hero at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the hero. Who would have ever guessed that?
Yeah, I don't see much in here.
Yeah. He's the Bruce Willis of Armageddon, basically.
He was in Kingpin. That's another good movie.
Yeah, I forgot about that. He's great in that, too.
Okay. A lot of this is not Major League 2 from 1990.
That's not a brag. That's not a flex.
Right. Well, he's uncredited, so that doesn't mean anything.
That means he was on a screen in the background.
I don't remember him. Yeah, he was
You watched the Major League 2?
Oh, yeah.
You say, oh, yeah, like I should have known that.
Wild Thing. I love that movie.
Well, that was the first one.
He's in the second one, too.
Charlie Sheen's in the second one?
Yeah. I kind of feel like he's even a bigger deal in the second one.
Yeah, because he made the movie.
Yeah.
Right.
So they had to get the all the blood out of the turnip.
And Randy Quaid's a heckler in the second one.
Huh.
He's a fan, a heckler, big time. Yeah.
Okay.
And he got uncredited for that.
Yeah, that's weird because he is
prominently featured.
Yeah.
Kind of, or yeah?
I would say probably in 3 or 4 scenes.
Yeah, that seems weird to be uncredited then.
I didn't watch the second one.
I don't think a lot of people did, except Lindsay.
Right. He was also in Days of Thunder.
Yeah, he plays the owner of the team for the car dealership.
Yeah. And that was a good, serious role.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, he's great in that.
Someone texted in Randy Quaid, best part of Caddyshack 2.
Yeah. Other than that, it's a lot of national.
Oh, did you say Caddyshack 2?
Yeah. So
Jesus.
Yeah.
Guess what? Nobody ever talks about
Caddyshack 2.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
You ever seen Caddyshack?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love that movie. Classic movie right there.
Yeah.
But one, I didn't know they came out with a sequel.
I didn't either until about a minute ago.
Kind of want to watch it just to see how bad it is.
No. No. Sometimes things tell you right in front of you. You don't even have to do any research. Yeah, there's no way it's Caddyshack. There's no way.
Oh, no. It may be about golf, but that's about as far as it goes.
Let me guess. Randy Quaid tries to play Bill Murray's character.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Let me guess. All right, we want to know from you. What's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? BMMS and what that is to 82945. A 30-pack of Miller High Life and a $100 gift card to Moody's Jewelry could be yours.
Tulsa's Morning Show continues now.
All right, so we got a chance to tie it and a breaker if we can do this, all right? Pura, day spa or
Corbin.
dispensary? Corbin.
Dispensary.
Corbin is correct. Pura is a dispensary, puts him with the win 10-8. I'll go ahead and give you the last one, see if you can guess it. Stonebrook, day spa or dispensary?
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Spa.
Lindsay would have been correct, which wouldn't matter because it's 10-9. Corbin is the big winner. Congratulations, Corbin.
What'd I get?
You want to know what you got?
Yeah.
My friend, I tell you, you have won my leftover potatoes. That's right, Corbin. I had dinner last night.
I love it. That's awesome, man. I'm actually kind of hungry, so I think that's a fantastic
This is
gift.
perfect.
And you're not a horrible cook.
No.
So that's great. But, I just think it's just an honor to win. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to Lindsay. She put in a valiant effort.
Listen,
And,
Corbin,
I just appreciate the competitiveness. And, I'm just one guy on a team, and we're just a team trying to make the thing happen. And, it's an honor to be a part of the Ford Truck Series and anything I can do to make this Hilton Hotel team do the best I can.
Well, Corbin, I'm glad that you accepted and decided to give your prize of potatoes to the loser of the game, but that's not all that you're going to win. All right? So not only do you get my leftover dinner from last night, my potatoes and a little bit of steak with some cheese on top, I'm also going to hook you up with a 6-pack of Twisted Tea. Set right up front because nobody wants it. So I grabbed a pack and you get to take it home with
Again, you
Twisted
put zero
Tea.
effort into the prize.
Yeah.
Again, I'm just real grateful that this Hilton Honors team did the best they could, and we'll make sure part of the Ford Truck Series continues. So I'd like to give it to my second place. Because second isn't winning. So
All right.
Twisted Tea is a great beer fridge for guests.
Right.
item.
Well, congratulations, Lindsay. You got yourself some old mashed potatoes and some warm Twisted Tea for losing on Day Spa or Dispensary.
This says, I'm about to get divorced from my wife of 10 years because I made a stupid mistake and had a one-night stand. We got in an argument. I left, went to the bar, slept with some woman, and almost immediately the guilt took over me. She has told me it's over, but I have to try. What can I do to get her to give our marriage a second chance? 918-460-KMOD. BMMS. Then whatever you think he should do to 82945. Let's entertain the idea. What are some things he could do? How about a vacation?
Ooh.
You and me,
Mm-hmm.
let's have a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to some beautiful exotic place and talk out my inability to keep my penis in my pants.
Yeah.
Having kids usually fixes that
Some
situation.
Yeah.
that maybe if you're lucky, you'll get to do that.
Vacations are nice. Absolutely.
Can you work on a
But-
problem on a vacation, Lindsay?
I don't think so. Because
This
once
isn't a
you get
problem. This is a
back-
crack in the foundation.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Because once you get back, everything's right there, Yeah.
What are some other
And-
things he could try?
I think he
Entertain the
begs,
idea.
goes
No
on
bad ideas.
hands and knees and
Begs?
begs. What do you want me to? I will do anything you want me to do.
Yeah. Horrible way to get into a conversation with somebody, right? And this is why. Because you want to fix it, you have to come up with ideas. Not me.
Mm-hmm.
You want to fix it.
Mhm.
Why do I have to tell you how to fix your problem?
Mm-hmm.
Not just this, any scenario, if you have to go to the person and be like, tell me what I have to do to fix this, then you shouldn't be in it. It's a horrible way to get into a conversation with somebody to try and rectify a problem.
Mhm.
Because it means you don't know. You haven't even entertained ideas.
Right.
How about a candlelight dinner?
That's
It's not
good
enough.
and gravy and all, but the distractions there, man, you're not going to be able to enjoy your candlelight dinner. you're not going to be able to do much of anything fun, a vacation or anything like that, because, there's a giant elephant in the room.
Again, we're just trying to convince for a second chance. What about a spa day?
Sure. I'll go ahead and let you spend your money on me so I can go and feel better.
Yeah, is he
about
going to send
myself.
her on a spa day? I think he needs to go to her and definitely, like, he needs to know from her what she expects from him,
I don't think.
what he wants her to
Come
do.
on, Lindsay.
Yeah,
Come
no.
on. Come on, Lindsay.
Taking
Come on,
her-
Lindsay.
What?
What he expects of her.
What
Don't have
she
sex with
wants him
other
to do.
people.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what the expectation is.
Absolutely. But he's done it. He's done the damage.
Yeah, so we're
He's
talking about a
done the
second
damage.
chance.
Exactly.
So what do we're just talking about crazy ideas.
Yep.
Commit to an idea, Lindsay.
Yeah. So going on vacation, sure, it's nice, but now he gets to go on a vacation too. Like, it's almost like, I don't know if I want to go on a vacation with you right now.
Hall pass. You want a crazy idea? Give her a hall pass.
There,
Give her an
yeah.
opportunity to even Stevens this thing.
Mhm. And she doesn't have to tell him about it. Ever.
Well, no, she knows about his, so I feel like it has
It's
to be
only
even.
fair, yeah.
If it's even, it's even.
No.
Why do you not get to tell anybody?
Maybe she doesn't even take him up on it. He'll never know.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Let him wonder. Did she or didn't she?
yeah. Usually works.
Hey, usually does.
Yeah.
Withholding information.
Yeah. People have already texted him what my feelings are on this. To me, it's quite clear. But they are asking.
Yeah.
Right? They are going, what's some scenario? What's a scenario? What is a possibility? Brandon is on. Hey, Brandon, how are you?
Good. How are y'all?
Good. What do you think?
From a person who's been cheated on multiple times, I say the damage has already been done. But if he wants to win over, they've been married 10 years. Renew your vows. Make new vows. Tell her you're committed to her and only her. Just go and renew your vows. That might win her over. You never know.
Right, a mulligan.
Right.
Yeah, pull a mulligan.
Yeah.
Pull that mulligan card. Pull it all day long.
You said that you've been cheated on multiple times, Brandon. Would that have worked with you?
No, because I stayed with someone who cheated on me 9 times.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Are you
But
blind? Are you blind?
Well, I lived 7.5 hours away from my family at the time, so I was kind of forced just to stick around because I was in a state I didn't know. I wasn't from that state, so I stuck around and rode out the roller coaster.
What was her excuse on the 7th time?
His excuse was I was away from the house for 2 weeks on walk, and he got lonely.
So this is your boyfriend.
Yeah, it was my ex.
Yeah.
But when he said that, I just left. I was done.
Wait, that was the 7th time.
Yeah, and then
And
I
then you
took the
came
call
back.
Took the call back because I was.
What's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? BMMS and what that is to 82945. A 30-pack of Miller High Life and a $100 gift card to Moody's Jewelry could be yours. We'll do another one coming up, but right now we got to play a game. Because Motley Crue and Def Leppard are going to be over at TU in August of next year. Tickets go on sale today at 10 a.m. Def Leppard, Alice Cooper, Motley Crue. Get your tickets, Ticketmaster.com. On sale, general public at 10 a.m. But you have a chance to win them right now before they go on sale in just a few hours. Got to take on Lindsay in the numbers game. You got to pick which category, numbers, percentages, or averages. Gimpy's going to ask 5 questions. You'll answer them the best that you can. If you get it correct, then boom, you're good. But you got to call in and take your chances. 918-460-KMOD. Good morning. You're on the air. What is your name?
Chance.
Chance, how are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. What's your category, numbers, percentages, or averages?
Averages.
Averages it is. It's 5 questions from Gimpy. Just answer them the best that you can. Are you ready, sir?
Absolutely.
Here we go.
All right, Chance Man. People hold an average of how many liters of gas in their digestive tract per day? People
2.5 liters.
2.5.
We're just going to round that to 3.
All right.
Okay.
3 it is. All right, Chance. People poop an average of how many times a day?
2.
2. Number 2. Hey, Chance. A pig's average litter size is how many piglets? A pig's average litter size is how many piglets?
Say 16.
16. All right, Chance. A person should get an average of how many hours of sleep per day?
6.
6. Last one here, my friend. A typical adult enjoys sex an average of how many days per week? A typical adult enjoys sex an average of how many days per week?
Say 3.
3 days, he says.
All right. Lindsay's going to come back in. She's going to get the same questions as you. She'll try to do the best that she can. Averages is the category. Lindsay, just, try to answer them the best that you can. Are you ready?
Yes.
Lindsay, people hold an average of how many liters of gas in their digestive tract per day?
Ooh. 6.
6, she says. All right. Lindsay, people poop an average of how many times per day?
2.
Give me a different answer.
1.
Yeah, 1. Okay.
Okay. Lindsay, a pig's average litter size is how many piglets? A
4.
Okay. Lindsay, a person should get an average of how many hours of sleep per day?
7.
Okay. Last one here, Lindsay. A typical adult enjoys sex an average of how many days per week?
3.
Give me a different answer.
4.
Okay.
All right. How do you think she did, Chance?
Probably better than I did, but we'll figure it out, I'm sure.
We will. You're so clairvoyant. All right. Gimpy, go ahead.
All right. When the question was asked, people hold an average of how many liters of gas in their digestive tract per day? Chance said 3 and Lindsay said 6. 6 liters of gas.
Yikes.
The answer's 1.
1. Chance got that right. So Chance is up 1-0. He needs 3 total to win those tickets to see Motley Crue and Def Leppard and Alice Cooper over at the Chapman Stadium on August of next year. Tickets go on sale this morning at 10 a.m. Question 2.
Question 2. People take a number 2. People poop on average of how many times a day? Chance said people poop an average of too many 2 times a day. And then Lindsay said they just do it once. The answer's 3.
3. Chance got that one right. He needs 1 more to secure those tickets to see Motley Crue and Def Leppard.
The question is, a pig's average litter size is how many piglets? Chance said 16 little piggies.
Wow.
Lindsay said 4. The answer is 7.
Yeah, Chance went off the reservation on that one, but it doesn't matter. Lindsay, you've got 1. You need 2 more to win the tickets or block Chance from getting them. Question number 4.
The question is, a person should get an average of how many hours of sleep per day? Chance says 6. Lindsay says 7. The answer is 7.
7 right on the dot. So that means it's tied. Coming down to the last question, the final numbers game of the year. Gimpy?
Well, it says here, a typical adult enjoys sex an average of how many days per week? Chance is getting it about 3 times a week. Lindsay says she gets it 4 times a week. And the answer is a typical adult enjoys sex an average of how many days per week? As 1.
Chance got that one right. Congratulations, man.
Woo.
Let's go.
You got those tickets to see Motley Crue and Def Leppard and Alice Cooper. That show's now in August, just so you know, next year, Chapman Stadium. Hang on the line so Gimpy can get your info.
You guys have a good day.
You too, brother.
You
Merry
too.
Christmas, man. Yeah, 1 time per day, 1 time per week, huh?
That's it, huh? It's probably on
Bummer.
like a Sunday or, Saturday morning or something.
I mean,
like that.
people are busy. I get that.
Yeah.
2 feels like the
Seems about right.
safe number.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like 7, but I'd also, like to eat off gold plates, I guess.
Right.
like $1 million.
Yeah, and diamond shoes.
Yeah.
Well, overall, listeners got tickets when they played Lindsay. She was not blocking people, whether intentionally or accidentally. Listeners overwhelmingly this year got tickets. from playing this game against Lindsay.
You're welcome.
We got to take a break. What's your favorite line? Yeah, totally intentional, yeah?
Yes, of course.
What's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? A 30-pack of Miller High Life and $100 gift card to Moody's Jewelry. We're going to give away some of those beer and gift cards when we come back.
Tulsa's morning show is coming right back.
Or the bathroom's not clean.
Then they'll let you know.
Yeah.
Furthermore, Susan, they shouldn't be having company over if that's the case. Bedroom, maybe. Right? Bathrooms, though, clean that ass up if you're having company come over.
Another one, overstaying your welcome.
Right?
How long? What's the good amount of time to stay at someone's house?
Depends on what the activity is.
Yeah,
Let's say dinner.
Oh, okay.
couple hours.
2 hours after dinner. After 2 hours.
So you show up at 6, 8, get out.
Mm-hmm. Because now it's time for the family to wind down.
Yeah.
And start doing their own nightly routine.
And I think it depends on who it is too.
Mhm.
Like you always know, I think, depending on which friend it is.
Snooping.
Oof.
Yeah.
Going opening the cabinet
Yeah, you
to
don't
look
do
through the
that.
medicine cabinet. You feel like you give the vibe that you do that.
No, I don't do that.
Okay, it's not an insult. I'm just saying
Yeah.
it gives a vibe.
Why? What gives
Because you're
you that
nosy.
vibe?
You're very nosy.
What makes me nosy?
Well, you'll walk into a room when a conversation's happening going, wait, what are we talking about?
Oh.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You love knowing other people's gossip.
Yeah. I'll watch those gossip shows.
No, I'm talking
they're
like
there
personal
for.
gossip. I'm not talking about TV shows.
Yeah, if we're here, I don't want to miss out on anything, for sure.
Yeah, that's nosy.
Yeah.
Bringing an uninvited +1.
Yeah. Because now you're forcing the other people to like entertain somebody they don't know. It just makes everything.
Or don't
Yeah.
like.
Exactly. And it's not your place to be inviting somebody else over.
Feeding their dog.
Huh? Oh, like table scraps or something?
I think that's what they mean,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine you'd be like, where's your chow chow so I can put it in the
Mhm.
bowl? Yeah. Some people do that. Some people think that because they feed their dogs table scraps or popcorn or whatever,
Yeah.
that they can do that with your dog.
That's good that your dog's stomach has adapted to that. But now you're going to make your friend's dog crap all over their house because it's not used to that.
Showing up empty-handed.
I don't think that's that bad. I mean, do I have to bring potato salad every time I come over?
No?
Exactly.
No, I always take something.
Yeah. I always take a bottle of wine.
Okay.
Always.
All right. I usually got my medicine on me, so that just works out perfectly.
Yeah, but that's not extra, right? Like you said, it's like offering him a cigarette.
Right. I don't have to share with you, though. That's the thing. I don't have to.
Yes, but you're not going out of your way is the point, right?
Listen, I'm the guy that goes to Walmart and gets the cookies for the potluck that we're having here at work, okay? Do you expect more from me?
Yeah, I think if you go to someone's house and they're making, like, let's just say dinner still,
Mhm.
you got to take something.
Yeah.
I did. I brought
Even
my
a
appetite.
dessert or wine, whatever.
Yeah.
Something.
It's just manners, Gimpy, right?
Right. Yeah, sure.
No?
Listen, y'all invited me over. Okay, cool. I'll come over and have dinner. That's all right. Doesn't mean I have to bring a bottle of wine or a 6-pack or a bottle of anything for that fact. That's that. Unless you say so. Hey, BYOB, bring a bottle, bring a side item. We'll get the main course. That happens to me a lot. We got the main courses. Come on over for barbecue, whatever. Bring a side item. All right, cool. Tater salad it is.
I've never gone to someone's house
Mhm.
and like looked around and said to myself, that's so dirty here.
Oh,
Ugh,
wow.
what do they have lives? Right? I don't go, their sheets, they didn't even make their bed. I don't do all that
Oh, I bet you have.
Down my
No.
nose at you.
because life happens.
Mhm. Depends on the level of the filth, right? If you walk into somebody's house,
If you're
and
a
it looks like
hoarder?
hoarders, yeah, exactly.
I ain't going to your house. I already
Yeah.
know you're a hoarder.
But this is the first time you didn't realize that they were disgusting people or hoarders until you walk into their house,
oh,
right?
no. You
You
can read a
totally
hoarder a
thrown
mile
off guard.
away. No, you can read a hoarder a mile away.
Hoarder.
Yeah, you can read a hoarder a mile away.
You just tell by the way they dress, their lack of showering.
Or by their vehicle.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure, right? I think absolutely.
But you still don't say anything. You just kind of watch where you sit down, maybe scooch the newspapers or whatever,
Yeah.
paper plates with leftover pizza rolls on them and hang out for a little bit. And I got to go. I got it.
If I'm going to judge, I'm judging, like, I'm going to judge the food.
Mm.
So I'm not going to judge, like, hey, your bed wasn't made.
No.
I'm going to judge, oh my God, you served Brussels sprouts or whatever that is.
Right.
I'm not going to get all like, ugh, you didn't clean for my arrival.
Right. 'Cause you're right. Life happens,
Life
especially
happens.
if you've got small children.
Oh, and you're having a dinner party.
Right. You can expect toys to be all over the place. Now, there's a difference between, a little clutter, kids don't know how to pick up their toys, and your house looks like Ross, dressed for less. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I would think if you're hosting a dinner party, you would want to clean up.
You would think.
Yeah.
You would think.
But that's not necessarily true, especially if you're like, hey, come over tonight, we're having pizza. Pizza feels like there's no cleaning happening.
Yeah, it's okay to have your laundry still piled up on the back of the couch from like 4 days.
You should at least pick it up and throw it on your bed.
Yeah.
Right? Give me a place to sit.
Right. Just move the panties over. It'll be fine.
It's always like, I've gone and I stopped getting in the car with this person when I went to get in their car and they're like, hold on. And they had to like unload a bunch of stuff from the seat and the floorboard into the back seat so I could sit down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you invited me to get in your car.
You should have had that fixed up beforehand.
Or just don't invite me into your car.
I'm with you.
Right? If you don't have a place for me to sit, what are you doing inviting me over?
I just like the company.
I'm not a charity. Yeah. So that would be, I'm judging food. What do you judge? What's your judge when you go to someone's house? If it's
Cleanliness.
Cleanliness?
Probably, yeah. Especially if you're having a dinner party.
Yeah, I might do that too.
Uh-huh.
Gimpy?
Definitely cleanliness. And it doesn't have to be sparkling like you walk in and everything's ting, 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 No. But if you're inviting people over, dinner party, or just to hang out and have a smoke sesh, you might want to just kind of pick up the bulk of
Smoke
things
sesh.
first,
You're so
right?
bougie.
Yeah.
You're going over get high and you're like, man, the house was so dirty.
Yeah.
So dirty.
Well, yeah, if you gotta, you can't put your soda down or your water down on the table because it's littered with empty cans.
Right.
Yeah, that's what
Right.
I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
Go get a damn trash bag.
But
Clear off the table and it'll be fine.
Yes.
I'm not saying you have to run the vacuum.
Right.
All right. Just don't make people come in and be like, oh God. Oh God. And furthermore, Susan, if it smells a little bit, just spray something. Just spray something in the air. You don't want to walk into somebody's house and get hit with a brick wall of stank. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to be careful too. Don't go crazy, right? If you're unloading half a can of Lysol,
right. You're
obviously covering up a smell.
Yeah.
Right?
Which will reveal itself in a
In
little
due
bit.
time.
Yes.
It's not permanent.
It smells like wildflowers and ass.
Yeah. Is it Febreze?
And mold.
Febreze is literally advertised to cover up stink.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which means you have a problem if there's stink in the
Yeah.
house. What about a toilet bowl that's got a pink ring in it?
I'm not judging that.
Gross.
It's pink mold.
Yeah.
It's mold
Gross.
Yeah.
in the toilet bowl.
Yeah. That's okay.
Ugh.
Now, I mean, there's a difference between is there sitting urine or like, Mr. Hanky, is he taking
Skid
a little
marks.
swim right there?
There's some rubbing is racing.
Right. Like,
Gross.
previous person was a freckler. I get what you're talking about. Yeah. Dude, that happens, bro. That happens in everybody's house. I'm hoping that you would, at least go in there and take that little brush and whirl around a little
Yeah,
bit.
but you didn't.
You didn't, exactly. But I mean, it is what it is. Everybody poops. Everybody has that, whatever you may need a knife for. It's okay.
Bidet, dude. Bidet. Bidet.
Right. I get it. That cleans the skid marks off of your end, but I mean, this is down on the porcelain. I don't think it works like that.
Eat some fiber. What's the strangest type of bird that you'd be willing to eat, such as a shoebill stork?
Hmm.
You know what a shoebill stork is, Lindsay?
No.
Look it
I
up.
mean,
Look up shoebill stork. Shoebill stork. It will, if I remember correctly, this is a very bizarre looking bird. It almost looks human-like.
Giant honking
Oh.
It
schnoz.
is terrifying.
Yeah.
It will haunt you in your nightmares. And if I remember right, it makes a horrendous sound. A very loud noise. It's not like a beautiful chirping or anything. It's a very loud noise.
Mm-hmm.
The shoebill stork. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your pick gonna be?
Probably a. What's the one? What are the We call him. My husband calls it a Harry Truman, and that's not what its real name. We see
Dropping bombs?
Huh?
Is it just dropping bombs everywhere it
No,
flies?
it's the. Now I can't even think of the real name of it. You see him a blue herring. Is that what it is?
Blue herring.
What? Isn't that a fish?
See him all the time on the.
So it's the ones you see in the ponds, and they got the long legs and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hurrah.
The heron, yes.
Great blue heron.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity.
Gimpy?
Can I say big?
Huh?
Big?
Bird.
Big bird. Okay.
Oh.
If we're going like a legit bird,
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the flamingo.
Yeah. That's where I was going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see if it tastes like shrimp.
Yeah. Flamingo or
That's
roadrunner.
true.
One of the two.
Yeah. Why not? That sounds fine. Penguin. I'm down for some penguin.
Ooh, yeah. Some fricassee penguin.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about it getting, it's cold. It's right there on the ice.
Right.
Who doesn't? Some good penguin. Yum. I'm going to name some dishes. You give me a favorite line from any Christmas movie.
Only one thing in the world could have dragged me from the soft glow of electric sex gleaming in the window.
Yeah. And this one's also been quoted a lot. Do you know the movie, Lindsay?
No, I don't think so.
He's someone who touts this movie as the movie. I'm a little shocked. Yeah, he's referring to the lamp that the dad won in A Christmas Story.
Christmas Story.
Yeah, that's a
Prestigious award.
It's a prestigious award. Now,
Fragile.
Michael, have you been down to the one down in was it Enid where they've got Chickasha, where they've got the massive leg lamp?
No, I haven't. I want to.
Stop.
Just go out there like, that's a big old leg.
Yeah. Right on, man. Well, it's not as good as a leg lamp in Chickasha, but it's pretty close. Gimpy, tell him exactly what he's going to get.
Corbin's favorite movie line is bah humbug. He loves it so much he uses it year-round. Here's a $100 gift card to Moody's Jewelry and a 30-pack of Miller High Life. Back to you guys.
Michael, thank you so much for letting us talk to you. You're an awesome listener of the show, and Gimpy's got to get some info from you. Have a fantastic Christmas.
Thank you. You too.
All right, buddy. Hang on the line. Let's see what Gimpy has in his 4x4.
Well, Colvin, it says here that New York bans pet stores from selling dogs, cats, and rabbits. Yeah, New York is now the latest state to enact the law in an effort to end the breeding of animals in puppy mills. New York law signed by Governor Hochul will take effect in 2024. This measure will allow pet stores to work with animal shelters to help get animals adopted.
You presented it like you were annoyed by this.
Well, no, it's just like you go to a pet store to buy a cat or a dog, but I mean, just the headline
or
splash
supplies for those things.
Yeah. The headline splash is like, what? They're going to stop selling pets at a pet store? But it makes sense what they're doing. Adopt.
Yeah.
Don't buy.
I just want to give us a chance to say puppy mills are bad.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Puppy mills are bad. Okay.
So but hamster mills totally fine.
Man,
It's not banned in hamster mills.
Nope. You can breed as many hamsters as you want, or gerbils, or whatever.
Rabbits.
Well, not rabbits, because rabbits is on this.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Thank goodness.
It's on that list. But feeder mice, all that stuff, man, they just let them go. Federal judge stops Biden from ending Trump's Remain in Mexico policy. The 2019 policy forces those seeking asylum in the U.S. to wait in Mexico until their cases are heard, including those who are not from Mexico. JB vowed to repeal the policy when he took office, but Texas and Missouri took legal action to delay the repeal. Now, in June, the Supreme Court ruled against Texas and Missouri, but returned the case to the lower courts. And then yesterday, a federal judge ruled that the state of Texas met all the requirements to issue a preliminary injunction keeping the policy in place. A hippo swallows a boy whole and then spits him out.
Okay.
Police say that the 2-year-old boy was playing in his family's house near Uganda's western border.
Not Utah. Uganda.
Uganda's western border.
You got to get out of the way of that hippo.
I'm telling you, man. That's when
I don't want a hippo eating my hole, by the way.
No. But as long as it spits it out, you're good. Okay, so it says here that the animal attacked the boy and then swallowed him head first. A man who saw what happened threw rocks at the hippo.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. You're a real honorable man.
Go on, get out of here.
Like pebbles? Like, what are we talking?
I'm hoping like
not
a
boulders.
boulder, yeah.
No, not a because you're like your baby throwing a boulder a foot, maybe.
Right. But no, these are
shot putting a boulder. A rock?
at least a baseball-sized rock.
The hippos are they're so dangerous.
Yeah, well-
and they eat apparently people whole, and you're launching a pebble as if you're in a little rock fight with your friends.
With David and Goliath, bro. That's all he needed was a little rock
and a little bit of tenacity.
All right.
Easy.
Apparently, this hippo said zoinks and then ran off. The man who threw rocks at the hippo startled the animal, who regurgitated the child and then retreated to Lake Edward, about a half a mile away.
Did the boy live?
Yeah, the boy's fine. He just
oh my God.
Yeah, the boy got swallowed by the hippo, and then the man starts throwing rocks at him, and the hippo goes, and then runs off.
That's crazy.
I got to know more.
And I'm proud to be an American.
Ugandan?
Yeah, I don't have to worry about getting swallowed by a hippo. Tulsa Marine arrives home for the holidays after 3
Sister Ann
years.
finally. Yeah.
Yes. U.S. Marine Corporal Riley Ingram says that he's looking for landmarks he knew as his flight landed here at Tulsa International yesterday morning. His mother, Debbie, was waiting for him with a handmade sign. She wasn't able to attend his boot camp graduation in April of 2020 because of COVID restrictions. Riley says that he wanted to attend some sporting events or a concert during his leave time at home. But first on his list was going to Brownie's for a hamburger and signing up for a gym membership. Corporal Riley Ingram, you rock.
Dude, that is an awesome story. I love Brownie's hamburgers, man. And their root beer, come on now. And you got to go the new one. Or you got to go the old one, I mean.
Yeah.
Can't go to any of those others. They've had a couple other ones. And dude, their pies are still okay.
Yeah.
But
The
yeah,
burgers is where it's at.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so for sure.
I'm just glad this cat gets to come home after 3
I'm
years.
just glad. Yeah, I'm just glad he didn't get swallowed by a hippo.
No
Dude,
doubt.
story of the year.
The hippo story?
Story of the year. Hand down story of the year, dude.
I love it. Yeah. I saw that and I was like, okay, you got to throw that one in there.
If you said to me, true or false, a kid was swallowed by a hippo and the hippo spit him out and the kid lived, I'd be like, where'd you get that from? The Daily
Onion.
Sun?
Right,
Onion.
right.
The Onion?
Nah, man, that's a true story.
Apparently, and that kid's 12 years old, by the way, that plays football.
Yeah.
Right.
Apparently.
The college football bowl season kicks off today. Miami of Ohio and UAB get things started in the Bahamas Bowl. The Duluth Trading Cure Bowl in Orlando this year features 24th ranked Troy taking on 25th ranked UTSA. The
Duluth Trading Cure Bowl?
Yeah, how do they come up with these names?
Well, Duluth Trading Company is a company that makes clothes. They make these great fire hose pants. But Cure, I don't know what that is.
Me either. The action picks up on Saturday with 6 games on the slate. Cincinnati clashes with Louisville in the Fenway Bowl in Boston. Florida faces 14th ranked Oregon State in the Las Vegas Bowl, while North Texas battles Boise State in the Frisco Bowl. The college football playoff semifinals are just over 2 weeks away. And that is your Balls to the Wall Sports. I'm Lindsay on 97.5 of KMOUD.
Balls to the Wall Sports is powered by Miller Lite, the original
Girl. She's so hot.
Yeah, but
Kaylee Cuoco.
But everything else about that show negates her hotness.
I can turn it down.
It doesn't matter. You still got all those other
Doesn't
dorks.
matter.
David from Roseanne and, the old Sheldon. And I'm just like, yeah.
Her and David are the best characters on that show.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But for the most part, the show is.
By the way, there's some people right now just so twisted up. I didn't pick the Bazing guy or whatever.
Whatever
I
his
don't
name
even know
is.
his name.
I never watched either one of those.
I find that shocking.
Yeah. I pick Roseanne over either one of those.
I figured you would be in that market there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think you're off a couple decades with Roseanne.
No, or the Connors. I'll watch the Connors over.
Again,
either
I think the
one.
Connors came way late, like almost at the very end
Oh,
Yeah.
The Big Bang?
of Big Bang. Yeah.
Okay.
And the other one that she was on with John Ritter.
Oh,
Parents?
No.
Rules dating my teenage
Yes,
daughter, something
yes.
like that. 16
Nice.
rules to dating my teenage daughter or
Yes.
something. Yeah.
Yes.
Had Peggy Bundy in it as well.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know that show either.
Yeah, that one was good. Because she played the blonde daughter that you like from
Yeah.
Big Bang. She played his daughter on that.
8 Simple Rules was the
Yes,
name
that
of
was
it.
it.
He
And,
doubled it.
I had to check it. That was a good
16.
series. That was a good
36
series.
rules.
It was.
How many rules you need to date your teenage daughter
Yeah.
is, arbitrary. This
Infinite.
guy needed 8. I need like 32.
8. What were the rules of the show for dating the
I
daughter?
don't think they ever said.
I don't either.
Oh, come
I
on.
don't think they ever said.
Come on.
No, I don't think they ever did.
There had to have been. There had to have been rules, right?
Surely. All right. Here we go. All right.
You found it.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it had to have been
There
widely
actually
known.
were.
There's a wiki here, so give me just a minute
Okay.
because it says something like bring her home before midnight or something like that.
To me, if you name a show that, it's gotta. There better be at some point you play that out,
Mm.
right?
Right.
Smallville, the TV show Smallville took place
All right.
in Smallville, right?
Sure.
Roseanne, it was about Roseanne,
Mm.
right? They had to rename it the Connors because Roseanne wasn't on it
That's
anymore.
right.
Like, you can't get in here, you racist bitch. All right, so here's the rules. 8 simple rules for dating my teenage daughter.
From the show.
From the show.
Okay.
Use your hands on my daughter and you'll lose them after. That's rule number 1.
John Ritter is hardly that guy.
Right?
Really?
He might be the nicest character ever on any show, ever.
But that's what they want us to believe.
I think only
What?
one time he played a character that was really bad, evil.
Okay.
He mostly was the good golly G guy.
Wow, even on Problem Child, he was
Yeah.
a good.
Yeah.
Was.
He was like, he could have been on the SNL. Like he was what do they call it when a comedian, they like hurt themselves and stuff like that? He's that type of comedian.
Okay. Like Chris Farley was,
Chris
where
Farley,
he'd fall over on tables and it wouldn't bother him any at all.
Yeah.
But that's what they want you to believe. Maybe deep down inside, he's really just a mean
Sure.
asshole.
Who he is off screen is, but we're talking about the character.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. The character is like, oh, we're such a nice guy or whatever, 99% of the time, but you get that 1% that's never shown.
But
you know,
it's kind of like when Kevin Hart threatens you, you go, come on, man.
Yeah.
You don't know he's this badass muscle guy.
right.
Right?
All right. So number 2, you make her cry, I make you cry.
Again, not on brand with John Ritter.
Number 3, safe sex is a myth. Anything you try will be hazardous to your health.
That's just bad parenting. That's just, they're going to have sex, right? So now you're turning them away from practicing safe sex.
Right now they're going to do it just to spite you,
Yeah.
Dad.
Well, it's not safe.
He's going to raw dog it just to spite your dad.
God, that word is so awesome. I hate it and love it at the same time.
All right. So number 4, you're looking at bring her home late. There's no next date. Notice how everything rhymes with these rules.
That's on John Ritter brand.
Yeah. Number 5, if you pull into my driveway and honk, you better be dropping off a package because you're sure not picking up anything else.
Who delivers stuff to your house? Who delivers stuff in honks?
I don't know.
No one.
Usually they
UPS?
knock on the
No,
door,
no one.
ring a doorbell.
For us,
something like
DoorDash?
Right.
Domino's in the time like that? No, that's not a
Sure.
thing.
It says alternative rule number 5, only delivery men honk, dates ring the doorbell once. That was his alternative to the number 5.
Okay.
Honking away.
Oh, okay.
All right, so number 6, no complaining while you're waiting for her. If you're bored, change my oil. Change, not check.
Mm.
I don't know. If you know who John Ritter was, he might mean
He
Something
did play a
completely
little
different.
fruity fruit on Three's Company.
Word?
At least to Mr. Furley, Mr. Roper, he was
They
supposed to be.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Number 7, if your pants hang off your hips, I'll gladly secure them with my staple gun.
Mm.
What a dick.
Assault.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, not on brand for
Nope,
John Ritter.
not at all.
And lastly, here, number 8 for 8 simple rules of dating my teenage daughter. Dates must be in crowded public places. You want romance? Read a book.
I like it.
Again, that might be the most on brand of all of them
Yeah.
for John Ritter.
Yeah.
I had to look up whether or not John Ritter ever played a bad guy. And the only one I found was his role in the film Bad Santa. Bob Chapesca.
With Billy Bob Thornton?
Yes.
Was he still alive at that time? I mean,
In
apparently the internet says so, but
2003.
okay.
He was out to expose him for the hard drinking, offensive brute that Billy Bob Thornton's role was.
Sure enough.
Yeah.
Sure enough. And John Ritter died in 2003.
Mhm.
Wow. So shortly after he did that, I guess.
Yeah.
How about that?
I feel like I saw him in a, because he was in Sling Blade, if I remember correctly, too. Like he was the friend, he was the father of the boy. Was he evil in that?
I don't think so. Maybe.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But Problem Child, we know him as.
Yeah.
I feel like there was he played Roy Slade. Is that right?
In
No.
Sling Blade? No.
No. Oh, he was the priest.
Mm.
That feels on brand for John Ritter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who had John Ritter on there? What they'll talk about today? Bingo card.
Yeah, not me.
Nobody. Alcoholics Anonymous leader charged with assault. So a leader of AA in Maryland is accused of sexually assaulting a member of his group. The police say that Michael Weschler, of course, assaulted the victim at his home on December 23rd. They say the man may have used his position in AA to sexually assault other women. And they say anyone who has been assaulted by him or who has information should come forward. So my understanding of AA is you're supposed to match up with people of your gender.
Okay.
So, like your sponsors should be your.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that you should, to avoid this.
Right.
I guess that
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And you talk about people who go to AA who are being extremely vulnerable,
Mm-hmm.
right? Living in a place where they're trying to figure their life out. And then you get some predator.
Right.
That's like, a wolf in the sheep with the sheep, right? Like, oh man, trust is already eroded with some of these people.
Right.
And then you go to a place where you're like, you're safe here. Come sit by me on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
Closer.
Do you know about the 11th step?
This is actually a 13-step program.
Let's skip to step 69.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And this step's just between us.
Ew, gross.
It's not in the book.
Let me teach you a few things that they won't teach you in class.
Right. Let me give you a chip.
You got to earn it.
Yeah. You want your chip on day 28?
Right.
So horrible. There's certain groups of people that I think taking advantage of them is really disgusting, right? Children, of course, elderly, of course. I think taking advantage of homeless people is really disgusting, right? I think taking advantage of financially insecure people is disgusting. People that have just had some sort of catastrophe in their life, like a flood or a fire, that's really disgusting. This ranks right in there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's as close as taking advantage of a mentally challenged person.
For sure.
Mentally disabled.
For sure. Not that those two things are the same, but yes,
Yeah.
I agree. Like you're taking advantage of someone who's handed all their trust over.
Mm-hmm.
All of it.
So you can get a little pie.
So you can get your 3 seconds of joy.
Mm-hmm.
God.
But also, if you think about it, the sponsor,
If it's a sponsor, we don't know that for sure.
Okay. Well, if
We're just
it
making
is,
an assumption.
they had to have been an addict at one time too, right? And
I
so
mean,
they've got their own issues.
Yes, but you don't.
So it's kind of like the blind
don't-
leading the blind.
Yeah, but they don't check your references on that.
Mhm.
So a predator could easily infiltrate that,
Sure.
right? Easily infiltrate that.
Well, seemed like a good guy when we interviewed him.
Man, he was nice. He always brought good donuts.
Yeah.
Made the coffee strong
Right.
too.
The coffee. He always made sure we had cream. And sugar for the coffee. You too. God.
Woman catfished by her female cousin for over a decade. And what's being called the most complex catfishing on record, 42-year-old Karat Asi is telling her story on a podcast called Sweet Bobby. So she met Bobby online in a private group with 50 people inside, all of whom were Bobby's friends and family. And they developed a relationship for over 10 years this went on. There was always something keeping them from meeting in real life, including poor Bobby suffering from a heart attack. So she became suspicious because,
In year 13?
yeah, right. She said that some of those years she was in a romantic relationship with the fake Bobby. She believed he was living in Australia, and she had seen pictures of, come to find out, it was based on a real live man. But she received a message
to 82945. We are giving away beer for Friggin' Friday. What's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? A 30-pack of Miller High Life and a $100 gift card to Moody's Jewelry could be yours, but you got to send that text to be eligible. BMMS and what that is to 82945. We'll get to that. We'll get back to that in a little bit, but we've got some business to take care of as we've got a cuct to do. The way this works is we have a Plinko board, and on that Plinko board is we still have that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sitting right there.
We have a Plinko board, and you drop your Plinko chips down, and whatever they land in is you'll do an ounce shot of that. And then you'll drop your second Plinko chip. Whatever that lands in, you do a concoction of those two items mixed together. Now, then there is one spot called Cucked. It moves every week. And you will have to answer 3 questions. If you get at least 2 of them right, you're safe. No one else has to go after that. Or if you miss them, you will be doing an ounce of everything on the board. As I've been talking, I've been pulling this week's stuff, and the first one I pulled was Flaming Hot Mountain Dew.
All right.
The next one, cheap beer. So you could have a shot of Flaming Hot Mountain Dew and cheap beer.
That doesn't sound too bad.
No, not at all. We've done Mountain Dew and beer before.
The next one is mayo. Squeezable mayo.
Ew.
Yummy.
The next one after that is going to be lemon juice. Lemon juice and mayo could be very interesting on how that plays out. So we'll see how that works. The next one, vodka. Vodka.
Mm-hmm. Get the F out of here.
The one next to that is rum.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And then
gin.
Oof.
Oh my.
Oof. And then the cucked. Oof. So you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 7 available spots, because cuck takes up the 8th. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 that are alcohol.
Yeah, and the best ones are all next to cooked.
Well, I mean, if it's close.
That's what I find so disturbing. I'm like, okay, I could use a little shot right now. Why not? Merry Christmas. But I don't know if I want to risk it.
Yeah.
The
last time we did this, Lindsay got cucked. So she's going to decide who's going to go first.
Yeah.
And they will be the ones that drop their chips down. So though she's pulled a piece of paper there. So we'll see who the first person that she's going to go. Gimpy is going to be the one.
Hooray.
So Gimpy will come over here and he will drop his chips into the spot and we'll see where it lands. And do you have any thoughts, Gimpy, that you were hoping? I mean, obviously you want to stay away from cucked.
Yeah, but I mean, you got those 3 really awesome ingredients right
Temptation,
there.
huh? Interesting.
Very tempted. But
would you rather, let me create a scenario. Would you rather take your chances at the liquor or have cheap beer and mayo?
Either one of those is fine. As long as I'm not getting in that lemon juice, we's all right.
Yeah, so for you, cucked and lemon juice are both.
Those are no, nay. So my plan is I'm going to go ahead and start over here on the far side towards myself.
The far right?
Right, yes. And we've known it to be shooting across the board.
We've seen that happen, yes.
And it is potential that it could land in cucked, but that is on the way other end. All right, it's not like in the middle or anything where your chances of it shooting and landing in there are increased.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. That means that it doesn't mean that it hasn't happened before, but the chances are less. So I'm going to stay on this end,
on the right-hand
side.
the
right-hand side. And even if it hits the lemon juice, okay, cool.
Better than cooked.
Better than cooked.
Okay.
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
All right,
So
he's
I'm
in the
just gonna
very
go
right slot, and he's dropped it and went all the way down and landed in Flaming Hot Mountain Dew.
That's not a bad start.
I don't think so.
It's not.
Nothing to hate there, right?
No.
Nothing to hate there. I mean,
right.
Flaming Hot Mountain Dew tastes like Mountain Dew. It is not flaming hot, in my opinion.
Get a little caffeine in you.
Yeah, maybe even a little orange. You're right, Gimpy. All right, stay in the same spot.
I'm going to go one notch to the left.
Okay.
Because I don't want a double of Flaming Hot Mountain Dew. That's
Right.
weak, man. I mean, come on. We need something good here.
You want some? Okay.
So, hell, give me
Lemon
Flaming
juice.
Hot Mountain Dew and mayonnaise would be all right.
Lemon juice and Flaming Hot Mountain Dew?
Sure, why not? It's not cooked.
Okay.
That's the key
I
right
ain't
there.
hating.
Stay away from that. But, like I said, I want to move it just one spot
All
over.
right.
So,
He's dropping it.
there goes. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes.
Mayo. Mayo and Flaming Hot
Gross.
Mountain Dew.
I will accept that gladly. It ain't cooked. It ain't lemon juice.
That's true, but it's going to be pretty thick Mountain Dew.
Okay.
Man.
It'll be creamy. It'll be creamy, which, okay, not a big deal. I don't mind mayonnaise. I don't mind real mayonnaise.
Yeah.
I was raised up in a Miracle Whip house,
Oh.
so it's a little bit sweeter, whatnots. And it's only as I've gotten older, and that's probably because of my older brother, got me turned on to the Hellman's mayonnaise.
So we're pretty bougie
Yeah,
because we have olive oil
yeah, we are.
mayonnaise.
Mhm.
And I'm not going to squeeze it into the thing.
Okay.
So
Just
two?
Yeah,
teaspoons?
give me
One,
two
two?
teaspoons.
I don't know what.
No, just one. Let's
you
just
think
go with one.
Okay.
Yeah, just a teaspoon is all anybody really needs in their mouth anyway. So that is a heaping ass teaspoon.
I'm trying
bro.
to get an ounce, dude.
Okay,
Right?
that's fair. I mean, it is hard to measure the mayonnaise
Yeah,
because
we
it's not liquid.
Yeah, we can't put it into this was a listener's recommendation
Uh-huh.
was to use squeezable mayonnaise. They were like, oh, it'll break up. It kind of does.
Yeah.
And it's definitely got an orange creamsicle look to it as I'm mixing this.
Mhm.
It looks
That
awful.
or vomit.
Yeah. I'm going to go with orange creamsicle.
When I was in college, we would always buy a block of cream cheese and a jar of paste picante and blend those together
Okay.
and have a dip, right?
Okay.
It's good.
It's not bad. It looks it's horrendous to look at. It
Mhm.
literally looks like vomit. But that's what this looks like. I'll leave the spoon. I
Yeah.
don't know why I'm drooling. That's weird. That was a weird
That
moment.
that is not an ingredient on the list, sir.
I think I was thinking of the
Cream cheese.
yes,
and
yes.
picante.
Sure
Yeah.
you were. Sure you were. It was the teaspoon of mayonnaise
Yes.
is what you were thinking of. All right, now this it broke up, but not that much.
Yeah.
Not that much at all. So I mean, I've got a few little chunks in there. And to be honest with you, I'm not fretting this at all whatsoever.
No, I think it's going to be pretty palatable,
Mhm,
right? The
mhm.
creaminess of the mayo will dull out anything. I think you're going to taste the spice of the mayo.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's going to be.
Okay.
What are we saying? Mayo forward.
Yes. Yes. All right. Well,
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Flaming Hot Mountain Dew and mayonnaise.
Smells more Mountain Dewy than it does
Okay,
mayonnaise.
that's
So
a
I-
good sign.
That is a good sign. But smell and taste are two totally different things.
Yeah.
So here we go.
And he's not a problem. Cleared out pretty good. The olive oil probably in the cup probably cleared it up.
What's going on in my mouth right now?
I don't know.
What I feel like you like it.
I'm not hating it, but I wouldn't suggest it.
So scale of 1 to 10, and would you or would you not recommend?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give you a 5. It's a middle of the road. Would recommend just to try it at least one time, maybe in your college years, just to see how it was.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is
So, all right. So, Miracle Whip, we were just talking about that, how Miracle Whip is a little bit sweeter
Mhm.
than your regular mayonnaise. That's what it tastes like to me.
Oh.
And that's why I'm like, what is going on here? It's got a little hint of the orange from the Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew, but that's about as far as it goes. It really sweetened that mayonnaise up enough to where you're like, So my thought is maybe, take you some mayonnaise, put just a skosh in there, enough to where you can make it spreadable. Not where it's pourable, but spreadable.
okay?
And put that on a ham sandwich.
Huh.
Think about that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very, very interesting.
I mean, I've seen people do it with like strawberries, like put strawberry jam in a mayo.
Yeah.
And to make like a strawberry mayo.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just going to be honest. I'm not doing that ever.
No, you're not going to put mayonnaise and strawberries on your sandwiches?
Or orange flaming hot Mountain Dew or anything like that.
I'm just saying, you give it a shot at least one time.
Okay, Lindsay, hand the jar to Gimpy.
Give me the bucket.
Here you
And
are,
so
sir.
Gimpy's going to pick the next person that's going to go for cucked, and they will drop their chips down, and that's going to be
Lindsay.
All right. Now, Lindsay, you was a cuck last night.
I know. I'm not very lucky.
Do you have a plan?
Not really. Well, I think I'm just gonna try to aim maybe towards the middle.
Okay, I like it.
So are you going to start in the middle, or are you going to start on the right-hand side of the board?
I think I'll go more towards the middle. I just don't want mayonnaise.
Okay. So for you, mayo is not something you want.
Yeah, I just don't want mayo.
We've never discussed what happens if it's a double of mayo.
Ugh.
We just squirt it in their mouth.
Okay.
I guess.
It's a squeezable tube. It only makes sense.
Each get a squirt in there?
Sure, why not?
That seems fair.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Lindsay's going to come to this, or wherever she's going to drop the chip.
Please,
watch your
land
headphones
on
there,
a
girl.
double of mayo, please.
And
please.
So,
baby Jesus, happy birthday.
Let's see.
That's not surprising.
Okay. She's
Go.
All right, she's gone.
Go. Ooh.
Gin.
Okay.
All
right. Sorry, we didn't know you win. You
I'm
caught us
sorry.
off guard.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah, it's team
gin.
sport here, but that's okay. All right. So you've got your gin. Take your chip out.
I wouldn't mind with the gin. I wouldn't mind lemon juice.
Now you're on board for lemon. Oh, no, mayo is what you didn't want. How about mayo and gin?
Ew.
I mean, mayo and any of them, ew, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So you're going to shoot for the lemon juice?
Or cheap beer or Mountain Dew.
All of them. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and set your aim, and let's go ahead and see where you're going.
I think I'm going to come down to the right side now.
Going to go all the way to the right. Okay.
Yeah.
She's dropped the chip, and it stayed on the right. Flaming hot Mountain Dew and gin. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a ginger in the horse's butt. Yeah.
Winner.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gimpy's going to mix those together. I mean, so far, both of these are wins. You can't hate any of that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't cucked.
Exactly.
It wasn't cucked, which I think you gave Gimpy a run for his money on the most cucks.
I did, definitely.
I think. Is there a tally? Do you have a tally somewhere, you think?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
Because it'd be fun to know who had to do it the most.
Who's got cucked more than the other?
Cuck totals.
Mm-hmm.
Something we thought would only happen maybe a handful of times total has been a handful of times for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Really big hands.
All right. What are you expecting here, Lindsay?
I'm expecting it to be a bigger kick to the Mountain Dew, like just that a little bit more of a burn. It's going to be more of an intense,
like a gin burn or a flaming hot Mountain Dew burn.
More of a gin burn.
Okay.
But
with the flavor of the flaming hot.
Yeah, but it should be a burn that you would expect when you're like flaming hot Mountain Dew. Like this is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But you really don't have that from the flaming hot Mountain Dew. But this is what it should be.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
That makes sense. All
Lindsay's
right,
doing her flaming hot Mountain Dew and gin for cucked, and I'm sure it's going to be Mountain Dewish.
Yeah.
I won't even taste the gin, I would imagine.
I don't know. That gin's pretty powerful, man. Take my
it's Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Rub as if
doing some work there.
Yeah, as if a Mountain Dew were rubbing alcohol.
On a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being the best?
Yeah. Out of all the ones I've taken this year,
it's just this individually.
Okay. I'll give it an 8.
8?
Oh,
I would not recommend.
I would recommend it.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you just happen to have some gin and some flaming hot Mountain Dew around and you want to get drunk,
it's been a rough day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody drinks gin straight.
All right. Well, there's one more person left to go on cuck. That's me. What's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? A 30-pack of Miller High Life and a $100 gift card to Moody's Jewelry could be yours. Get your text to us, BMMS, and what that is to 82945.
Tulsa's morning show, the Big Mad Morning Show. The assault continues next. 97.5 KMOD Total Traffic Network.
This report is sponsored.
Dispensary. No points for anybody on that one. All right. Nirvana, day spa
Corbin.
or dispensary? Corbin.
That is a dispensary.
Corbin would be correct.
Come on, Lindsay.
You got to get in the game, woman. Get in the game. All right. Omni Oasis, day spa or dispensary?
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Day spa.
Day spa is correct. So far, we're tied 1-1. La Fusion, day spa or dispensary? La Fusion.
Corbin.
Corbin, yes.
That is a dispensary.
Corbin, that is incorrect. La Fusion is a day spa. Poppies, day
Corbin.
spa or the dispensary? Corbin,
That
yes.
is a day spa.
Yes, you are correct. Poppies is a day spa. 2-1 so far. Corbin's lead. OHG, day spa or dispensary?
Lindsay.
Lindsay,
Dispensary.
that is correct. Tied
What'd
up.
you say?
OHG. That's all it is. These are all the ones. I just found them on Google.
Sure.
I just simply Googled day spa and then Googled dispensaries and then found a bunch of them that
Sure.
are really close.
I just
It
couldn't
could
hear.
be
I didn't
confused.
hear you
Yeah.
because you were going so fast. I didn't hear you. I
OHG.
didn't know it was
I wonder
letters.
what that stands for.
I have no idea. Nonetheless, moving forward, 918 Elevate, day spa or dispensary? 918 Elevate.
Corbin.
Corbin, yes.
Dispensary.
That is correct. Corbin's in the lead, 3-2. One Love Wellness, day spa.
Corbin.
You got to pick it up, Lindsay. Corbin, yes.
That is a dispensary.
Corbin, One Love Wellness is indeed a
Wow.
dispensary. Yes. Corbin killing it right now. Lotus Blossom,
Corbin.
day spa or dispensary? Corbin.
That is a dispensary.
You are wrong, my friend.
You
Lotus-
might need to.
Lotus
Okay.
Blossom is a day spa. Go ahead, Google
I
it.
know there's a dispensary called Lotus.
There's one called Lotus Gold, not Lotus Blossom. See, and that's the fun part about this game because they can be
somatic,
they're
sure.
so close. All right, Indigo, day spa or dispensary? Lindsay.
That is a dispensary.
Indigo, Lindsay is a day
Yeah.
spa.
Oh,
So far, it's 4-2. Corbin's lead. Hand and Stone, day spa or
Lindsay.
dispensary? Lindsay.
Spa.
All right, Lindsay, you are correct on a comeback.
I've been there.
It's a 50-50 guess.
Right, of course. All right, Rosebuds, day spa or dispensary?
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
I'm gonna go dispensary.
Lindsay would be correct. Rosebuds is a dispensary. Tied up 4-4. Jade Wellness Center, day spa
Corbin.
or
Lindsay.
dispensary? Corbin.
That is a wellness, or that is a day spa.
Corbin. Jade Wellness Center is a dispensary. Still tied 4-4. Deluxe, day spa or
Corbin.
dispensary? Corbin.
That is a spa.
Corbin, you are incorrect. Deluxe is a dispensary. Nature's Kiss.
I think that's both, actually.
Who knows? This is just the
Yeah,
information that
who
was
cares if
given.
it's accurate?
Yeah. All right, Nature's Kiss, day spa or dispensary?
Corbin.
Corbin, yes.
That is a dispensary.
That is correct, my friend. Corbin just made 5-4. Aqua Viva Oasis, day
Lindsay.
spa or dispensary? Lindsay.
Spa.
Lindsay is correct. All right, so we're tied up 5-5. Fig Medical, day spa or dispensary? Corbin.
That is a dispensary.
Corbin, that is incorrect. Fig Medical is a day spa.
I was thinking because like sweets,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
like sometimes you know it smells like
You're
a fig.
thinking medical marijuana.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
All right. All right. Remember, this is for a big prize at the end of the
Sure.
at the end of the game here.
Sure.
You are going to love the prize that I have
Leftovers.
chosen for you.
Leftovers.
All right, it's a
Okay.
roach.
Right, right. right.
Bong
And not
water.
the one you smoke.
It's the crumbs.
Laura Apothecary, day
Lindsay.
spa or dispensary? Lindsay.
Dispensary.
Lindsay is incorrect. The
Yeah, it's a
Laura
spa.
Apothecary is a day spa. Lucky Garden, day spa or dispensary?
Corbin.
Corbin, yes.
That's a dispensary.
Lucky Garden, Corbin is a day spa. So far, we got 6 to Corbin and 5 to Lindsay. The Health Center, day spa or
Oh,
dispensary?
Corbin.
Corbin, yes.
That is a dispensary.
That is correct. You sound like you've been there before.
To me, the name was just so obvious. There's no
Right.
way you're going to call an actual spa that.
Right, the Health Center. Supreme Heights, day spa or
Corbin.
dispensary? Corbin.
That is a dispensary.
Corbin would be correct. All right, so we're looking at 8-5, Lindsay.
Okay.
All right, we're down in the home stretch of this thing. All right, the Enchanted Cottage, day
Corbin.
spa or dispensary? Corbin.
That is a dispensary.
Corbin is incorrect. That is a day spa.
Why are people calling here asking if we have weed?
Got any specials on an ounce, man?
It's called Enchanted.
Wildflower, day spa
Corbin.
or
Lindsay.
dispensary? Corbin.
That is a dispensary.
That is incorrect, Corbin. Wildflower is a day spa. All right. Clover Patch, Tulsa. Day Spa or
Lindsay.
Dispensary. Lindsay.
Dispensary.
Lindsay would be correct.
What's the score?
6-8. Corbin's
Okay.
lead. All right. The Merry Mind. Day Spa or
Lindsay.
Dispensary. Lindsay.
Spa.
Lindsay. The Merry Mind is a dispensary. All right. The Relax Station. Day Spa
Corbin.
or Dispensary. Corbin.
That is a spa.
That is correct. Corbin is up 9-6. Path to Wellness, Day Spa or Dispensary.
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Dispensary.
Lindsay, Path to Wellness is a
Oh,
day
I'm
spa.
sorry. I thought you said packed.
Oh, yeah. Was that the
wellness.
problem?
No, I thought it said packed.
Sure, yes. Let me enunciate a little bit more, shall we? All right, let's see here. Heirloom, Day Spa or Dispensary. Heirloom, Day Spa or Dispensary.
Corbin.
Corbin.
That's a dispensary.
Corbin, Heirloom is a day spa.
Mm.
You're still in the lead 9-6. He's okay. Tulsa Garden, day spa or dispensary.
Lindsay.
Lindsay, day
Spa.
spa or dispensary. The Tulsa Garden is a day spa. Good job, Lindsay.
Score.
We're looking at 9-7. Corbin's lead. Bella Roma Medical, day spa or dispensary. Corbin.
Dispensary.
Corbin, Bella Roma Medical is a day spa. Stonebrook, day spa or dispensary.
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Spa.
Yes, you are correct, Lindsay. We are now 9-8, neck and neck. Who is going to win, day spa or dispensary, and walk away with a big, big prize? Stone Age Meds, day spa
Corbin.
or dispensary. Corbin.
That is a spa.
Corbin. The Stone Age Meds is a dispensary. Uptown Wellness, day spa or dispensary.
Corbin.
Corbin.
That is a spa.
Corbin. Uptown Wellness is a dispensary.
Really?
We only got 2 left here.
Okay.
All right. So we got a chance to tie it and a breaker if we can do this. All right. Pura, day spa or
Corbin.
dispensary. Corbin.
Dispensary.
Corbin is correct. Pura is a dispensary, puts him with the win 10-8. I'll go ahead and give you the last one, see if you can guess it. Stonebrook, day spa or dispensary.
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Spa.
Lindsay would have been correct, which wouldn't matter because it's 10-9. Corbin is the big winner. Congratulations, Corbin.
What'd I get?
You want to know what you got?
Yeah.
My friend, I tell you, you have won my leftover potatoes. That's right, Corbin. I had dinner last night.
I love it. That's awesome, man. I'm actually kind of hungry, so I think that's a fantastic
This is
gift.
perfect.
And you're not a horrible cook.
No.
So that's great. But, I just think it's just an honor to win. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to Lindsay. She put in a valiant effort.
Listen,
And,
Corbin,
I just appreciate the competitiveness. And, I'm just one guy on a team, and we're just a team trying to make the thing happen. And, it's an honor to be a part of the Ford Truck Series and anything I can do to make this Hilton Hotel team do the best I can.
Well, Corbin, I'm glad that you accepted and decided to give your prize of potatoes to the loser of the game, but that's not all that you're going to win. All right? So not only do you get my leftover dinner from last night, my potatoes and a little bit of steak with some cheese on top, I'm also going to hook you up with a 6-pack of Twisted Tea. Set right up front because nobody wants it. So I grabbed a pack and you get to take it home with you.
Again, you put
Twisted
zero
Tea.
effort into the prize.
Yeah.
Again, I'm just real grateful that this Hilton Honors team did the best they could and make sure part of the Ford Truck Series continues. So I'd like to give it to my second place. The second isn't winning. So
Dude, Twisted Tea is a great beer fridge for guests.
Right.
item.
Well, congratulations, Lindsay. You got yourself some old mushed potatoes and some warm Twisted Tea for losing on Day Spa or Dispensary.
This says, I'm about to get divorced from my wife of 10 years because I made a stupid mistake and had a one-night stand. We got in an argument. I left, went to the bar, slept with some woman, and almost immediately the guilt took over me. She has told me it's over, but I have to try. What can I do to get her to give our marriage a second chance? 918-460-KMOD. BMMS. Then whatever you think he should do to 82945. Let's entertain the idea. What are some things he could do? How about a vacation?
Ooh.
You and me, let's have a vacation. Let's go to some beautiful exotic place and talk
out my inability to keep my penis in my pants.
Yeah.
Having kids usually fixes that situation.
Yeah.
That maybe if you're lucky, you'll get to do that.
Vacations are nice. Absolutely.
Can you work on a
But-
problem on a vacation, Lindsay?
I don't think so. Because
This
once
isn't a
you get
problem. This is a
back-
crack in the foundation.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Because once you get back, everything's right there, you know? Yeah.
What are some other
And-
things he could try?
I think he
Entertain the
begs,
idea.
goes
No
on
bad ideas.
hands and knees and
Begs?
begs. What do you want me to? I will do anything you want me to do.
Yeah. Horrible way to get into a conversation with somebody, right? And this is why. Because you want to fix it, you have to come up with ideas. Not me.
Mm-hmm.
You want to fix it.
Mhm.
Why do I have to tell you how to fix your problem?
Mm-hmm.
Not just this, any scenario, if you have to go to the person and be like, tell me what I have to do to fix this, then you shouldn't be in it. It's a horrible way to get into a conversation with somebody to try and rectify a problem. Because it means you don't know. You haven't even entertained ideas.
Right.
How about a candlelight dinner?
That's
not
good
enough.
and gravy and all, but the distractions there, man, you're not going to be able to enjoy your candlelight dinner. You know, you're not going to be able to do much of anything fun, a vacation or anything like that, because, you know, there's a giant elephant in the room.
Again, we're just trying to convince
Mhm.
for a second chance.
Mhm.
What about a spa day?
Sure. I'll go ahead and let you spend your money on me so I can go and feel better.
Yeah, is he
about
going to send
myself.
her on a spa day? I know. I think he needs to go to her and definitely like he needs to know from her what she expects from him,
I don't think.
what he wants her to
Come
do.
on,
What-
Lindsay.
yeah,
Come
no.
on. Come on, Lindsay.
Taking
Come on,
her-
Lindsay.
What?
What he expects of her.
What?
Don't have
she-
morning show 918-460-KMOD. You can also text BMMS and then what you want to say to 82945. Giving away beer, 30-pack of Miller High Life and $100 gift card to Moody's Jewelry. What we want you to do is text us, BMMS, and what's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? BMMS and what that is to 82945. We're playing Cucked. Gimpy has gone. He got mayo and Flaming Hot Mountain Dew.
Yep.
Lindsay went. She got Flaming Hot Mountain Dew and gin. And now it's my turn, and I will drop it in there. I am staying far right. I don't want to go anywhere near the other side of the board. I will take my chances with where it lands.
Right. Maybe you'll get Flaming Hot Mountain Dew too.
I mean, we've seen that happen before where they kind of fall in the same spot, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not, I don't think that's going to be surprising if that happens, but that is 100% what I'm shooting for, is for it to land in Flaming Hot Mountain Dew. A double would be ideal.
You're right.
For
Just
me.
as long as it's not cut.
So I'm going far right, dropping it right there.
Shoot it all the way to the other side. Ooh.
Oh, at the last minute, it slid over to mayo.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was the last row, and it shot over like 4 spots, man. Okay. I ain't hating that. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, I want cheap beer then. I want mayo and cheap beer.
Okay.
I want mayo and cheap beer. I want to see what that's going to taste like. I imagine a creamy beer. So, again, same spot. This time I'm going to push it a little bit. I'm going to give it a little nudge. Oh, slipped right on my hand.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a little nudge, give it a little trajectory,
Okay.
and see how that helps. Okay, all right. And cheap beer.
Nice. Way to go.
I want $1 million.
boss.
I want $1 million.
Yeah,
I
right.
want $1 million.
Please.
No, apparently if I will it comes to life. So cheap beer and mayo. Yeah, that's going to be interesting for sure. Did you? Oh, see, you did it better than I did. You put it in there and then stirred it. Yeah,
Smart.
I put it on the teaspoon and then put it in there. I have no expectations of this other than it's going to be foamy mayo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Foamy mayo.
I feel like you're going to taste the mayo more.
You think so?
I don't know why.
Why?
I don't.
Taste the mayo.
Yeah, yeah, right.
I mean,
For
that
some
makes-
reason that worked.
That makes sense because anytime we've done this, whatever beer with Mountain Dew or whatever, it takes over the flavor. So
Yeah.
this is going to be like a mayo beer for sure. And the thickness, it is thickened up dramatically as well.
Yeah. I just put a teaspoon in there, just like you did me.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I'm sure you got even.
Oh, yeah.
I just spilled it.
Well, it happens. He's dealing with a small cup.
Yeah. You would think I could handle this better.
You would think.
It
2
is
fingers and a thumb, man. That's all you need.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a little clumpiness to this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely going to feel that as it rolls by my tongue. But yeah, that smells like mayo.
Okay. Yeah, the mayo overpowered. The cheap beer just doesn't have much of a scent to it anyway.
It doesn't have a zip, man.
Nuh-uh.
The carbonation, most time when people drink beer of any kind, Pilsner specifically, it's the carbonation is what's you're really tasting.
Right.
Yeah, I got nothing to add here.
Guarantee you won't find this on your advent calendar.
Not yet.
It depends on what the beer companies gave.
Right. Maybe. I mean, they want to get
that
creative.
mayo beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It's starting to separate.
Yeah, that's the thing about the mayonnaise, man. It just doesn't break down like it really should.
Yeah.
I feel anyway.
Okay. Cheers. Little mayo in your face.
Ew.
Mm-hmm. Ew.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Not good.
The chunks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the chunks.
That's kind of what I figured. It's not so much the flavor, it's the texture. It's the chunks as they roll past your tongue.
Oh man. I just got mayo on my Nikes.
Oh,
no.
damn.
Damn it.
Or are they white?
Yes.
Then
they're
it's
my
okay.
dunks, man.
It's okay. It's just the same color. It's not like you put chocolate on there or anything. Those are pretty sick shoes, though, by the way.
Yes. Okay, so have you ever had a BLT and the mayo mixes in with the tomato and creates like a liquidy deliciousness?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's what it tastes like.
That's kind of where I was at with the Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what it
make it enough to have a paste to where you can spread it and it's not just sheer liquid soaking into your bread and having soggy sandwiches. But I think with the combination of the two, it would be a good spread.
Yeah, the carbonate, and you get a little carbonation on the backside too.
Yeah.
2 out of 10 would not recommend.
Yeah.
Really. Don't go to the bar and ask for mayonnaise and cheap beer shot.
I mean, if you wanted to win a bet,
Yeah.
I would do that.
Yeah.
I think you'd be fine.
Yeah.
It sounds worse than it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So cucked, done. Close it.
Yes.
Put it to bed for a couple weeks.
I was going to say, we're not bringing it back next year.
We'll see. We want to know, what's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? A 30-pack of Miller High Life and a $100 gift card to Moody's Jewelry. Get that over to us. BMMS and what that is to 82945, because we're going to give away some of that beer and that Moody's Jewelry gift card when we come back.
More of the Big Man Morning Show is next. 97.
Woman with the least amount of teeth in her face, and you say, you're coming with me.
I got to be honest. If I'm cheating as revenge, it ain't just going to be on crumbs. Listener email, I'm about to get divorced from my wife of 10 years
Homeless
because
people eat out of garbage cans,
I
Corbin.
made a stupid mistake and had a one-night stand. We got in an argument. I left, went to the bar, and slept with some woman. Almost immediately, the guilt took over me. She's told me it's over. But I have to try. What can I do to get her or to give our marriage a second chance? Lindsay.
Okay, so he already did the most awful thing he could have done, and that was cheat. But he was honest. So he's got that going for him at least. And if he wants to work things out, he's going to have to take the blame and take whatever is coming to him. If she is pissed, let her be pissed and just take it. Take the anger and just wait it out and see what she wants to do. The ball is absolutely 100% in her court. So whatever she wants, she gets at this point. If you want to stay in this marriage, if she wants to go through therapy, then you guys are going to go to counseling together. If she wants just you to go to counseling, then you're going to have to go to counseling because the ball is absolutely 100% in her court.
Gimpy.
Yeah, man, there's really nothing you can do, honestly. Just sit back and take your lumps as they are. All right. If she wants it to work, she'll she'll figure it out. She's
Yeah.
gonna be mad AF for a long time,
Mhm.
and you're gonna have to deal with it. You're gonna have to deal with being boring. There's not gonna be any time going out with the boys or going out doing whatevs, And if you can't handle that, then you need to walk away. You need to realize, well, I effed this one up. I'm just going to go ahead and take my ball and I'm going to go home and then I'll come back and play the game another day. You know what I'm saying? It's just, there's nothing really you can do. Just let time pass it on by. That's it.
I'm sorry. I have no gimmick for you that will work. You tell her you want it to work. You made a giant mistake and you're willing to work through it. She doesn't hear that. You got your answer. It's pretty black and white, man.
Yeah.
You have to eat your S sandwich. And when you go on and date in the future and be asked what happened with your marriage, you got to be honest. You S'd the bed royally. And so either you tell her what you want and hope she appeases you, but why beg someone to be with you? The Huffington Post has a list of the rudest things to avoid when you're visiting someone's home, like things you shouldn't do, right?
Okay.
Touching or moving things.
Well, yeah.
Oh, so like I'm guilty of this though. Like if a picture
I'm shocked.
If a picture is crooked hanging on the wall, I'll straighten it.
Why?
No.
Why? It's not yours.
Exactly.
Nope. Because I'm sure that it wasn't supposed to be crooked.
You don't know that. Some people like things off kilter like that.
I'll even mention it. I'm gonna fix that.
Oh, that's rude. That's like, like the cliche of like a mom coming in, like, your pictures aren't straight.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Ma.
Another one. Expecting a tour.
Oh yeah.
You don't walk in and be like, give me a tour.
No, I don't.
I totally do. I love snooping
don't,
around.
Because I don't want someone to do that to me. Because what if your bedrooms aren't clean or the bathroom's not clean?
Then they'll let you know.
Yeah.
Furthermore, Susan, they shouldn't be having company over if that's the case. Bedroom, maybe. Right? Bathrooms, though, clean that ass up if you're having company come over.
Another one. Overstaying your welcome.
Right.
How long? What's the good amount of time to stay at someone's house?
Depends on what the activity is.
Yeah.
Let's say dinner.
Oh, okay.
Couple hours.
2 hours after dinner. After 2 hours.
So you still at 6, 8, get out.
Mm-hmm. Because now it's time for the family to wind down.
Yeah.
And start doing their own nightly routine.
And I think it depends on who it is too. Like you always know, I think, depending on which friend it is.
Snooping.
Oof.
Yeah.
Opening the cabinet.
Yeah, you
to
don't
look
do
through the
that.
medicine cabinet. You feel like you give the vibe that you do that.
No, I don't do that.
Okay, it's not an insult. I'm just saying it gives a vibe.
Why? What
Because
gives
you're
you that
nosy.
vibe?
You're very nosy.
What makes me nosy?
Well, you'll walk into a room when a conversation's happening going, wait, what are we talking about?
Oh.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You love knowing other people's gossip?
Yeah. I'll watch those gossip shows.
No, I'm talking
They're
like
there
personal
for.
gossip. I'm not talking about TV shows.
Yeah, if we're here, I don't want to miss out on anything for sure.
Yeah, that's nosy.
Yeah.
Bringing an uninvited +1.
Yeah. Because now you're forcing the other people to like entertain somebody they don't know. It just makes
Right, or
everything.
don't like.
Exactly. And it's not your place to be inviting somebody else over.
Feeding their dog.
Huh? Oh, like table scraps or something?
I think that's what they mean,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine you'd be like, where's your chow chow so I can put it in the bowl? Yeah, some people do that. Some people think that because they feed their dogs table scraps or popcorn or whatever, that they can do that with your dog.
That's good that your dog's stomach is adapted to that, but now you're going to make your friend's dog crap all over their house because it's not used to that.
Showing up empty-handed.
I don't think that's that bad. I mean, do I have to bring potato salad every time I come over?
No.
Exactly.
No, I always take something.
Yeah, I always take a bottle of wine.
Okay.
Always, always.
All right. I usually got my medicine on me, so that just works out perfectly.
Yeah, but that's not extra, right? Like you said, it's like offering him a cigarette.
Right. I don't have to share with you, though. That's the thing. I don't have to.
Yes, but you're not going out of your way is the point, right?
Listen, I'm the guy that goes to Walmart and gets the cookies for the potluck that we're having here at work, okay? Do you expect more from me?
Yeah, I think if you go to someone's house and they're making, like, let's just say dinner still,
Mhm.
you got to take something.
Yeah.
I did. I brought
Even
my
a
appetite.
dessert or wine, whatever.
Yeah.
Something.
It's just manners, Gimpy, right?
Right. Yeah, sure.
No?
Listen, y'all invited me over. Okay, cool. I'll come over and have dinner. That's all right. Doesn't mean I have to bring a bottle of wine or a 6-pack or a bottle of anything for that fact. That's that. Unless you say so. Hey, BYOB, bring a bottle, bring a side item. We'll get the main course. That happens to me a lot. We got the main courses. Come on over for barbecue, whatever. Bring a side item. All right, cool. Tater salad it is.
I've never gone to someone's house
Mhm.
and like looked around and said to myself, "That's so dirty here."
Oh.
Ugh.
Wow.
What do they have, lives? Right? I don't go, their sheets, they didn't even make their bed. I don't do all that
Oh, I bet you
Look
have.
down my
No.
nose at you.
because life happens.
Depends on the level of the filth, right? If you walk into somebody's house,
If you're
and
a
it looks like
hoarder?
hoarders, yeah, exactly.
I ain't going to your house. I already
Yeah.
know you're a hoarder.
But this is the first time you didn't realize that they were disgusting people or hoarders until you walk into their house,
oh,
right?
no. You
get
can read a
totally
hoarder a
thrown
mile
off guard.
away. No, you can read a hoarder a mile away.
Hoarder.
Yeah, you can read a hoarder a mile away.
You just tell by the way they dress, their lack of showering.
Or by their vehicle.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure, right? I think absolutely.
But you still don't say anything. You just kind of watch where you sit down, maybe scooch the newspapers or whatever,
Yeah.
paper plates with leftover pizza rolls on them, and hang out for a little bit. And I gotta go. I got it.
If I'm going to judge, I'm judging, like, I'm going to judge the food.
Mm.
So I'm not going to judge, like, hey, your bed wasn't made.
Mhm.
No.
I'm going to judge, oh my God, you served Brussels sprouts or whatever that is.
Right.
I'm not going to get all like, ugh, you didn't clean for my arrival.
Right. Right. 'Cause you're right. Life happens,
Life
especially
happens.
if you've got small children.
Oh, and you're having a dinner party.
Right. You can expect toys to be all over the place. Now, there's a difference between, a little clutter, kids don't know how to pick up their toys, and your house looks like Ross, dress for less. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I would think if you're hosting a dinner party, you would want to clean up.
You would think.
Yeah.
You would think.
But that's not necessarily true, especially if you're like, hey, come over tonight, we're having pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza feels like there's no cleaning happening.
Yeah, it's okay to have your laundry still piled up on the back of the couch from like 4 days.
You should at least pick it up and throw it on your bed.
Yeah.
Right? Give me a place to sit.
Right. Just move the panties over. It'll be fine.
It's always like, I've gone and I stopped getting in the car with this person when I went to get in their car and they're like, hold on. And they had to like unload a bunch of stuff from the seat and the floorboard into the back seat so I could sit down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you invited me to get in your car.
You should have had that fixed up beforehand.
Or just don't invite me into your car.
I'm with you.
Right? If you don't have a place for me to sit, what are you doing inviting me over?
I just like the company.
I'm not a charity. Yeah. So that would be, I'm judging food. What do you judge? What's your judge when you go to someone's house? If it's
Cleanliness.
like cleanliness?
Probably, yeah. Especially if you're having a dinner party.
Yeah, I might do that too.
Uh-huh.
Gimpy?
Definitely cleanliness. That it doesn't have to be sparkling like you walk in and everything's ting, 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 No. But if you're inviting people over, dinner party, or just to hang out and have a smoke sesh, you might want to just kind of pick up the bulk of
Smoke
things
sesh.
first.
You're so
right?
bougie. Like,
Yeah, right.
You go to BMMS and then what you want to say to 82945. Giving away beer for friggin' A Friday. What's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? A 30-pack of Miller High Life and a $100 gift card to Moody's Jewelry could be yours if we get you on the line. Brian is on. Hey, Brian, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Great, man. What is your favorite line from any Christmas movie?
Oh, faith is believing in something when common sense tells you not to.
Ooh. Faith is believing in something when common sense tells you not to. What do you think, Lindsay?
I have two guesses.
Oh, okay. Just give one.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Okay, is that it?
It is.
Nice.
Wow.
Did you Google that real quick, Lindsay?
No, I did not.
I was leaning on you, so I was hoping you'd get it. Why do you love that movie?
Just the way it sounds. It just, I don't know, just different.
When was the last time you watched it?
Oh, the movie? It's been years.
Would you recommend it for people as a good Christmas movie?
I would. It's one of the classics.
Because it's in black and white, yeah.
Right.
Right on. We're going to hook you up. Gimpy, go ahead and tell him exactly what he's going to get.
You know, my favorite Christmas line comes from the Grinch. Cheer up, dude. It's Christmas. Enjoy this $100 gift card to Moody's and a 30-pack of Miller High Life. Back to you, Corbin.
Dude, thanks for being a listener. Merry Christmas. I hope you get to enjoy some time with your family.
Thank you, guys. Yeah. Merry Christmas to all of you, too.
All right, man. Hang on the line so you can, Gimpy can get your info. That's the movie where they fire Santa, right?
Yes, I believe so. Works at the mall or whatever, or he's the real Santa. They think he's the real Santa. To be quite honest with you, Corbin, never watched the movie a day in my life. Maybe a clip here and there, but I've never sat down and watched the whole thing.
It is along the. It's like Elf in regards to where, if my understanding of the story, Elf is he tries to be in normal society, right? And that's what the Miracle on 34th Street is, right? It's Santa being in normal society. He ends up getting fired, and a family takes him in, and he has to convince everybody he's Kris Kringle. He has to go to court.
Right.
I'd never seen Miracle on 34th Street, but I knew what it was about. And that
You've never
right. I said that yesterday in my top 5.
I know, but then how did you know that was the?
Because I knew what it was about. And that line sounds like it was trying to talk into believing.
Wow, impressive deduction.
Yeah. And my second guess was Elf.
Okay,
that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was the Polar Express.
Dude, that's what I was thinking.
And I asked him, he's like, nah, man, it's Miracle on 30. Okay.
So you didn't know either?
I didn't know.
Okay. Well, nonetheless, we want to know from you guys, what's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? A 30-pack of Miller High Life and a $100 gift card to Moody's Jewelry could be yours.
Ooh. Are we going to do sports?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just sounded like you were wrapping up, about to go to break. And I was like, okay.
No, I'm just, no.
Okay.
So
Carry on.
Now we're going to do sports.
Sometimes you just got a little bumper year every now and again. I just making sure.
Yeah. You're getting older. You're starting to jump in a little earlier than you should, you know?
Okay.
Plans for a public memorial in honor of the late Mississippi State football coach Mike Leach have been announced. According to university officials, the service will be held on Tuesday, December 20th on the school's campus. Leach died Monday after suffering a massive heart attack. He was just 61 years old. A man must stay at least 200 yards away from Kobe Bryant's oldest daughter, Natalia, for the next 3 years. A judge made the ruling on Wednesday. 19-year-old Natalia Bryant says the 32-year-old man has stalked her online and in person for the past 2.5 years, making her fear for her life. Bryant told a Los Angeles County Court judge the man was in love with her and wanted them to be together despite having never met her.
Boy.
Dlinks.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, just because someone talks to you online doesn't necessarily mean they're stalking you.
Oh, he'd show up places.
Well, hold on. That just is considered stalking, right? Just talking to somebody. But to be like, oh, you've never met and I love you.
Mm-hmm.
And if they've never met, then how did he show up? He show up places.
He found out places where she would be. Like he stalked her, like social media accounts. You know, like when you check into places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was letting her where she was known.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it didn't sound like she had a lot of concern.
Right. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver says the league is long overdue for a female head coach, admitting he'd be hugely disappointed if it doesn't happen within the next 5 years. The commissioner made his intentions known in an interview with the Bonnie Bernstein on the NCAA podcast this week, admitting the association needs to improve at including women in coaching roles. Progress isn't happening as fast as I'd like to see it, Silver said. In jobs that aren't about how high you can jump or how strong you are or how tall you are, things should be completely equal. She eventually left. Of course, ex-WNBA star Becky Hammon reportedly came close to being the first woman to lead an NBA bench. She interviewed for the Milwaukee Bucks vacancy while serving as an assistant with the San Antonio Spurs. She eventually left to take an HC gig with the Vegas Aces, where she won a WNBA title.
Yeah, it's going to have to be pretty prominent in the assistant world before they'll do a head coach.
Okay.
And because there's just not, right?
Yeah, I mean, they have to be interested in the job.
Yes, but also they have to be welcoming to that environment.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And Adam Silver can say it all he wants.
Mm-hmm.
He don't get a call on that, right? It's up to the individual philosophy of the owners of those teams to decide.
Yeah.
Right? So he'd be highly disappointed.
Yes.
It sounds like a scapegoat statement, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be highly disappointed if I don't get laid tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that
Yeah.
just feels like a scapegoat statement.
And that's your Balls to the Wall Sports. I'm Lindsay on 97.5 KMOUD.
Balls to the Wall Sports is powered by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Calamari. I'll go ahead and give that like maybe a 6 or something because I've had calamari at other places. That's not Italian food.
Bruschetta or bruschetta.
10.
Was that the fancy bread?
It's most of the time it's toasted little pieces of bread with tomatoes and olive oil and balsamic and basil. And
Yes,
stuff.
the extremely stale bread that you chip a tooth on every time you eat it. That's a 0.
Let's see. It's spaghetti and meatball ravioli.
Lindsay?
6.
Only if it's Chef Boyardee. Which actually his name was Chef Boyardee, but we had to Americanize
Yeah. Give me your rating, Mr. Wikipedia.
1,
Tortellini.
4.
2.
Peppers and onions.
That's it. Like no sausage to put them on, or
Sausage,
anything?
peppers, and onions. It's typically
Like a
4.
bun, you know? I mean, I guess with the sausage, peppers, and onions, I give it like a 3, 4, maybe even.
fettuccine carbonara.
What's the carbonara part?
Bacon.
Oh.
That's a 5.
What?
1.
Eggplant parmigiana.
Yeah, that's 8.
That's a big 0 for me, homie.
Meatball sub.
Oh, God.
5.
This is getting worse and worse the further we go down. 0, man. That stuff is too messy. It doesn't eat well. You have to have a fork to eat a sandwich. I think that's retarded.
Oh, I like it. Gnocchi.
What? Huh? Oh, okay. I've had that come in like a Hello Fresh or something like that once. And I was like, what is this? What is this garbage?
Oh, you didn't enjoy it?
Lindsay.
5.
0.
Oh my gosh.
I know it sounds crazy, but like when it comes to like the Big 10 of restaurants and foods and stuff, Italian's at the bottom of that list for me, man.
Somebody texted in and said, you think Zio's is delicious? You got to try Luigi's and Skytook. So authentic. I think it's run by the actual Italian mob. I've had Luigi's and Skytook. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. It's not like I go to Zio's and I order one of everything.
Right.
I worked there after college, and their 5 cheese pasta, adding chicken to it, was so good.
Yeah.
Their spinach artichoke dip, which isn't Italian, whatever, but it was so good.
Mm-hmm. I just like the brown paper on the tables that give you crayons.
The cannoli, yeah, I know how to write my name upside down. Cannoli, with the Alfredo and the chicken stuff, so good there.
I'll give you that. I'll give you the Italian dish, the cannoli. That's delicious just because it's cheese and powdered sugar.
No. That's the dessert.
I know.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
That's the only Italian food that I really, 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 really like is a good old cannoli.
We haven't gotten to the real one.
Uh-huh.
Pizza.
I've said it before, and you all thought I was crazy.
1 to 10.
1 to 10, a pizza. That's
10.
going to be a 3 for me. So low on the scale, man.
Lindsay.
10.
Yeah.
Always.
Pretty much all those except peppers and onions that we've mentioned are about anywhere between an 8 and a 10 for me.
Really?
See, I love peppers and onions. I don't love the heartburn, but man, it's almost worth the heartburn for me.
A good bolognese pasta.
Well, Italian food. They are the Beatles for me.
A nice short
food.
A short rib braised ragu.
Ragu, the sauce in a jar.
So it's just no. So good. I'm telling you, man, Italian food.
Mm-hmm.
Florida man accused of chewing victim's face, not guilty by reason of insanity. You might remember this story. It's from a while back, and everybody's like, "Oh man, it's the synthetic bath salts and synthetic weed and everything." Nope, he just crazy. A former Florida State University student is accused of killing a couple in their garage 6 years ago, and then chewing on one of the victim's faces is not guilty by reason of cuckoo. The prosecution, defense, and judge have all agreed on to the deal. Austin Haroff was set to go to trial today without a jury. The judge is expected to send her off to a mental hospital. Well, he'll be sedated and stare out a window the rest of his life.
Wow.
Yep, but he won't be eating faces.
I'm shocked.
In public.
Yeah.
So they didn't. I thought that they found drugs in his system at the time. They didn't, huh? Wow.
I'm just reading the story from today.
Yeah.
I think the initial story said that. But I don't think that he was somebody that wasn't what they thought.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, why else would somebody
I remember
eat somebody's
that.
face off? They have to be high on drugs.
Toxicology reports take like 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they wouldn't be able to tell us for 4 to 6 weeks after the fact.
Right.
Yeah, it was assumed at the time that he
probably
was on.
right. Well, that's the only thing that makes sense. Not that people are crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But they're not crazy enough to eat face.
They're not crazy enough to eat balls. And then we've read 2 stories today where people are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
3, because you don't just randomly run around swinging a dildo around till you puncture someone's torso. Like you're on bare knuckle fighting championship.
That needs to be televised.
They've started
Dildo
arm
fights.
wrestling fighting. Like that's a league they're gonna start. The UFC is.
Okay.
They totally need dildo fighting.
Absolutely.
Because they have slap.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But do dildos, dude. I'm watching.
Oh yes, you get one of those big like 3-footers or whatever,
and it's all weight classes. So like it's the small like little pencil ones,
right,
and then you build up to like Kong,
right? The heavyweights,
yeah.
I'd pay $50.
No
Pay-per-view. Come on,
you are not. You might go to someone's house who's paying $50.
That's more like it.
Alcoholics Anonymous leader charged with assault. So a leader of AA in Maryland is accused of sexually assaulting a member of his group. The police say that Michael Weschler, of course, assaulted the victim at his home on December 23rd. They say the man may have used his position in AA to sexually assault other women. And they say anyone who has been assaulted by him or who has information should come forward. So my understanding of AA is you're supposed to match up with people of your gender.
Okay.
Your sponsors should be your.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that you should to avoid this.
Right.
I guess that
makes sense.
Yeah.
And you talk about people who go to AA who are being extremely vulnerable, right? Living in a place where they're trying to figure their life out, and then you get some predator.
Right.
That's like, a wolf in the sheep with the sheep, right? Like, oh man, trust is already eroded with some of these people.
Right.
And then you go to a place where you're like, you're safe here. Come sit by me on the couch.
Closer.
Do you know about the 11th step?
This is actually a 13-step program.
Let's skip to step 69.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And this step's just between us.
Real gross.
It's not in the book.
Let me teach you a few things that they won't teach you in class.
Right. Let me give you a chip.
You gotta earn it.
Yeah. You want your chip on day 28?
Right.
So horrible. Like, there's certain groups of people that I think taking advantage of them is really disgusting, right? Children, of course, elderly, of course. I think taking advantage of homeless people is really disgusting, right? I think taking advantage of financially insecure people is disgusting. People that have just had some sort of catastrophe in their life, like a flood or a fire, that's really disgusting. This ranks right in there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's as close as taking advantage of a mentally challenged person.
For sure.
Mentally disabled.
For sure. Not that those two things are the same, but yes,
Yeah.
I agree. Like, you're taking advantage of someone who's handed all their trust over. All of it.
So you can get a little pie.
So you can get your 3 seconds of joy. God.
But also, if you think about it, the sponsor,
If it's a sponsor, we don't know that for
Oh,
sure.
Okay. Well, if
we're just
it
making
is,
an assumption.
They had to have been an addict at one time too, right? And
I
so
mean,
they've got their own issues.
Yes, but you don't.
So it's kind of like the blind leading the blind.
Yeah, but they don't check your references on that. So a predator could easily infiltrate that.
Sure.
Right? Easily infiltrate that.
Well, seemed like a good guy when we interviewed him.
Man, he was nice. He always brought good donuts.
Yeah.
Made the coffee strong.
Right.
too.
The coffee. He always made sure we had cream. And sugar for the coffee. You too. God.
Woman catfished by her female cousin for over a decade. And what's being called the most complex catfishing on record, 42-year-old Karat Asi is telling her story on a podcast called Sweet Bobby. So she met Bobby online in a private group with 50 people inside, all of whom were Bobby's friends and family. And they developed a relationship for over 10 years. This went on. There was always something keeping them from meeting in real life, including poor Bobby suffering from a heart attack. So she became suspicious because
BMMS, and then what you want to say to 82945. We're giving away beer for Friggin' A Friday. We want to know from you, what's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? BMMS and what that is to 82945. We'll get to that coming up. But right now it is time for Willy Nilly. And joining us is our friend Mike from Andolini's. Hey, buddy, how are you?
Hello.
Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas.
So you have a child, a son, and
Yes.
he's 5. Yeah.
5.
So totally in the fun, like super fun. He's
This
totally
is-
involved now.
This is the year. You know, like last year's all some Santa, okay, comes by. This year's like Santa's coming by, getting this.
Right.
Have you made sure he knows? You know,
Right.
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Mike came out with his family to the 28-hour toy drive and brought pizzas, of course, and you brought your son, and your son was so adorable. He was like, Dad pizza. Like, you got him on brand, man.
I didn't even try. I was like, hey, you want to eat here? Because we're at David Buster's and we can have whatever you want. We can eat pizza here. He's like, I want daddy pizza. And that felt good. And I did not train him to do that. So
Sure.
yeah.
Why are you
Yeah.
winking? That's weird.
I've given him like every style of pizza to just not force to eat. I really want him to naturally choose what he wants to choose. So some people, I know I have a lot of friends with kids and they train them to work in the restaurant already, and they have them like, and those kids hate it by the time they're 12. I just don't want that for him.
Is he a pretty picky eater? Is he nugs and dad pizza?
Yeah, nugs and pizza all day. You know?
Yeah. We're doing what's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? Do you have one?
I do, and it's Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Falcon.
That was because that's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Die
texted
Hard
up-
2 on TBS to our elder friends here. If you watch TBS Die Hard 2, they would have to blur out. They could just not have him say something. They would dub it in the word. It was Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. And I found that to be hilarious. Also because there is no character in Die Hard 2 named Mr. Falcon.
Yeah.
So they subbed that in, and that's how I know it's Christmas, is when I hear that.
Yeah, a lot of people have texted that exact phrase to us, and the boss came up with a pretty good rules for it to be a Christmas movie. If you can watch it in January or June and it's still good, then and it makes sense, then it ain't a Christmas movie.
Well, come on, Elf is good 24/7. I mean, that's a
It's a
great
little
movie.
weird to watch a Christmas movie.
I don't know. I consider it still Christmas.
Yeah, a
it
lot of
makes
people
me
do.
feel the holiday cheer.
Blowing people up. Yeah.
When I know that he will do anything to save his family is the way we could also phrase that. It's a Wonderful Life with weaponry.
I feel like we were talking about a different storyline, but maybe I'm misremembering one of them. That's possible. Andalise has got a lot going on. You do a lot for charity, and the 1-for-1 DeMarco is underway right now.
Yeah, I wanted to do a charity Christmas thing that made just stupid simple. Stupid simple. So if you have the DeMarco, hopefully you dig it. Lindsay's having one right now. If you haven't, what if you could just eat that pizza, which is our favorite pizza, and I will donate on your behalf. So you buy that pizza, and that is a pair of socks going to Tulsa's Needy, not me sending it out to some other corporation or anything else. I will walk my happy ass to Costco, buy a pallet of socks, and donate them to City Lights, who will put them directly on the feet of Tulsa's Needy. Straight up, we sell 1,222 DeMarcos. Boom, that's how many socks are going on the feet here in Tulsa.
Yeah, and City Light, they're a great organization. I know you're a big fan of them too.
If you don't know City Lights, if you're wondering about a donation and all the overhead and all the BS that it goes in to run it, what if there was a donation group that took no money, no payroll, no anything? If you donate $100, $100 is used, not 1%, 2%, 20%, but 100%. And that's why it's so cool.
Yeah, they do good stuff. So you've got that going on. You've got the booklets that are still on sale to get pizzas all year long.
The holiday pizza gift book is I'm sick of seeing myself on TikTok too. So it's still available in store. You can buy it online at just Andalini/gift book. You type that in, Apple Pay, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now on top of that, if you want a gift card, you could buy if you come into the restaurant and buy 2 25s or one single $50 gift card, you are getting swag. We have a Christmas 2022 green Andalini's Christmas tree shirt. It's pretty cool. I like it. You're getting a free shirt just for buying a gift card. So if you want to get a free shirt and you got to buy a gift card for someone, you got 2 people you want to buy a gift card for, 2 25s, and the shirt is yours.
Yeah. Nice. Or give the shirt as well, and then you got 3 gifts covered.
Ooh, that's how you do it.
That's right.
That's how you do it.
That's right. And then you know, it's not on my sheet here, but I only know because I used it, is you've launched a new app that you can get delivered like right from there. You don't have to do DoorDash or any of those third parties. You can go straight to the Andalini's app.
The Andalini's worldwide app is live now. You can order all of our stuff on there. You get $5 off just for using the app, and it launched last week. So immediately you're getting $5 off. If you come into the store and you've created the app, it knows it's linked to your credit card. So now you're getting loyalty rewards no matter where you are. If you go and buy, water at the airport at the Tulsa Flag Mart, our thing, you're getting points towards all sorts of different cool stuff. Proximo, Metropolis, all these places work. And then we're going to do cool things like we're going to see the rate of which people are returning. But I want to have it if someone buys 500 pizzas, they can get a custom robe. I want to do all sorts of stupid stuff
like the old Camel cigarettes things, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want to do all sorts of
maybe not don't use that reference again, but yeah.
Yeah. or more like Pepsi points minus the Harrier.
Sure. Okay.
Minus the Harrier.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to do that.
Jet?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was totally easy, and I didn't know what to expect with it. Because you and I had not talked about this. I knew it was coming, but you and I had not talked about it in detail, and it worked just like I got updated when the delivery was coming, when they picked it up, what time it should be there. It was very slick.
And the reason why we wanted to do an app so much is right now, if you buy on DoorDash or especially if you go on Uber or Grubhub, which are just soulless evil companies. DoorDash is cool. Grubhub, Uber, I have no problem. Evil companies. They'll add like 20% on to the cost of the food. When we do it this way, it's directly between you and us, the consumer. So it's the same price as it would be in store. So it's the same exact low or zero extra fee. And then the delivery fee is mitigated because we're controlling the delivery with DoorDash, and it's just $5. It's not like all sorts of random stuff and then it's 15%. Because I've ordered online and what should be $55 comes out to $90. when you are on an app that's jacking up the rate, and we just avoid that for the consumer. And we're having if something goes wrong, because we're the ones who processed your order, not someone else who sent it to us, we can fix it a lot easier as well.
Yeah, and you earn stuff for like free scoops of gelato, free knots, things like that. So it's very slick. Guinness event is happening in January.
Yes, we are going to do the world's largest official Guinness record pizza party at Tulsa University at the Reynolds Center on January 21st before the TU Tulane game. So if you want to see a game or not, but you come out to that, we're going to do it at 5:45 before the game starts at 7. 15 minutes of free pizza, all to benefit Make-A-Wish. And how we benefit Make-A-Wish is if you do want to donate or you want to buy some swag on top of it, that'll go to them. But it's going to be cool, and you will be a Guinness World Book record holder January 21st, Saturday at TU.
Willy-nilly, anything you want to talk about? We'll circle back on some of that stuff with Mike from Andolini's. You need pizza the night before Christmas or all that. You guys are only going to be closed on Christmas Day?
Only Christmas Day. We're open Christmas Eve. We might close like an hour earlier, but yeah, we're open all day.
And willy-nilly, anything you want to talk about, bring up something new, go back to something you think we missed. And Lindsay's got something right out of the chute.
I sure do. On Halloween, Gimpy asked me what was up with my Facebook picture of my costume. Now, I'm going to throw it back at you.
Okay.
What's up with the picture I saw of you on Facebook last night looking all who dis, new phone,
I went
looking
to a
all
Christmas
dapper.
party.
You look, might I say, very handsome, very dapper, as Mike just said.
Yeah, you're wearing a blazer. Technically, that would be a blazer. If it had a crazy pattern, it'd be a sports coat. But that is technically a blazer.
Right.
Yeah.
ASM Tulsa had their Christmas party, sent out invitations.
ASM?
The people that run the Cox Convention Business Center and the BOK Center, they sent invites out to all their clients.
Yep.
And I said, well, that would be fun. Yes, I'll accept. So,
Promo Heather works there. Yes,
absolutely. So I went down there last night, had a great time, great food, good drinks, and got to see salesman Sweet Lou out there. That was kind of neat too, running into him, and just had a good time.
Yeah, this new you, man.
That's not.
God, you're gleaming over like the thing too.
New.
Why are you gleaming? Just hit it.
Who's your date?
Her name's Amy, and that's about as far as we're going on that one right now.
Okay,
Mhm.
All right, fair enough. Well, you guys made a handsome couple.
Handsome.
Well, you look very handsome.
I don't know if she would appreciate that.
No.
It's interesting. There's a dynamic where
She
people.
looked very pretty.
I've noticed this, like people over the age of 60, not you, will say handsome to all people,
Yeah.
Okay.
but it's not perceived that way
Right.
to females under the age of 60.
Yeah. So a 60-plus female wants to be handsome?
It's considered, oh, you look pretty, you look beautiful, you look
Right.
handsome. Like they're all synonymous, but that became purely a masculine word at some point in the 80s, 70s.
This guy popping off knowledge.
I mean, I feel like it's also a chucklehead thing. Like, yeah, you chucklehead.
Okay.
Right? They're just being a chucklehead. Okay. We were talking about pizza warming up earlier because I saw a thing where it's a pan and you put the ice cube in it and you put a lid on it, and you gave that a thumbs up. You said, yeah, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, when you're reheating or reconstituting a pizza, the issue is how do you get the cheese to melt while also not making the pizza soggy? So in that scenario, you are using steam heat to deal with the cheese to uncongeal it, while simultaneously dealing with the bottom heat, which is also known as conduction heat, to therefore give it a crispness back to it.
Nice.
And when you are, using a microwave, you're getting a weird, funky type of nuclear radiating heat that does not do that.
Do you do a Christmas, playlist in your?
Yes.
And do you orchestrate that as
Yes.
well?
I choose the Christmas playlist. A lot of a mix of all the songs I do like, not the ones that I don't. You got Alvin and the Chipmunks. That makes you feel like Christmas. I love the Killers' whole Christmas playlist. So people who love that, all those Christmas songs by the Killers are really fun. A lot of DMC, Run DMC is definitely going to be in there on loop. But I had staff who, November 1, let's do the list. I'm like, you guys can't hang for 2 months on
You
this
talk
list.
now.
December 15th is my mandate that the stores start, but if the GM wants to do it earlier, I'll allow it, but I don't want it before December 15th, in my personal opinion.
What's the kryptonite, or what's the nitroglycerin? Like, don't play this. We do not have this on our playlist. Mariah Carey?
Oh, I can get down with Mariah Carey. I think
awesome.
it's fun. It's a good beat. I like upbeat songs. It's the ones that's super depressing.
Yeah.
Santa Baby is a little bit creepy. I know a lot of people get turned off by that song.
Really?
People do. I saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. I hate that song.
Really?
For so many reasons. One, it's either there's only two scenarios here that we could perceive from that.
I'm listening.
One is Mommy is cheating on Dad with the guy who's supposed to give me presents.
Yeah.
Or B, that's not actually Santa. Both are very. Do I want a kid hearing this? No, I don't want to hear that.
Right. There's a lot to explain.
Yeah. Either Mommy's a whore or Santa isn't real. And
it's promiscuous.
And neither one of those are outcomes that I think are appropriate.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. My oldest hates Grandma got run over by a reindeer, because in her mind, she's like, why would we want to run over Grandma?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And write a song about it.
It's got in the way.
I'll sing it and she'll go, why are you singing that? We do not want a reindeer to run over. I'm like, it's just a song. It doesn't mean anything. But she's right. Like, it has that premonition.
If you love your grandma, there is that. If you're ambivalent towards your grandma, it's a great song.
Somebody texted and said, did Mike get any new shoes lately? We'll ask him that question. But when I went out there, he's like, hey, I heard you spilled on your shoes. And he had a pin to clean it up.
How about that?
Wow.
Yep. That's just who Mike is. Do you have any new shoes?
Yeah, right now I have a pair of Vans that I made in the custom van store. My workout shoes, here's a fun fact. On custom Nikes, you can write words and you can write like your kid's name or whatever, but if you try and write poop, it will not allow that word on there.
Really?
I wanted to write poop on the side of it, but
Pause. Why?
Well, yeah, why?
Because it's like you're not allowed to write the F word or curse words, but poop also was on their non-acceptable word list to be put onto shoes.
So it's more of you don't touch this, and you were like, yeah, I can. You wanted to see if you could tempt that.
Yes.
Okay.
But I did get farts. And so on the side of my workout shoes is the word farts. And that brings joy to my heart. And Henry's.
Awesome.
My son.
Your son's, yeah. Yeah, Daddy's got a pair of shoes that says farts. Yeah, okay.
So that's a tip I'm sure everyone listening is going to jump right on.
I didn't know this. You've brought this up before, but there's a whole genre. This category is growing, and that is car shelves. Shelves for your car. Used trays, I think is what you called it, but a tray you can put in your car to eat or whatever.
Oh,
this
yes,
category
yes.
is growing. Before it was just something that kind of suction cupped, not very big. Then it was something that attaches to the steering wheel. Now it's something that sits and is at an angle to go in your passenger seat that can be quite large, like a good 3 feet by 2 feet.
Okay.
With cup holders and slots for pins and all that. Like it's becoming.
Well, a lot of people are driving. If you're a DoorDash or an Uber guy, or you're living in your car, we're basically moving a lot of people into that space. So maximizing the vehicular experience makes sense to me.
Okay. Somebody texted and asked about a Christmas themed pizza. Oh, we have margarita, right? It's already red and green.
It's Christmas. It's green and red. Just eat
like
that.
DeMarco's Christmas.
Yeah.
You should change it at Christmas to call it the Christmas DeMarco.
The Christmas DeMarco. It's on brand. It says it in the name. So therefore, it's holiday season.
It's red and green.
It's red and green.
Yeah. I don't know what you want.
You're right. And I could add a pine cone, and that will taste great. Yeah.
Just put a candy cane on the box.
Yeah.
On the pizza.
Oh. No, because you're not a dessert pizza guy.
No, I'm not. I'm not at all.
That's
I'll
your
leave
line.
that to Tara. Tara's got the chicken and waffle pizza. I'll tell you, if you're talking holiday cheer, that's holiday cheer to me. Chicken and waffle with a butter base and butter on top of actual waffle on that pizza. That just came out this week. Yeah, there it is. I forgot. I should have mentioned that earlier. Chicken and waffle pizza, y'all.
We're talking about Zazas for those who don't know.
Zazas right now, you can order on the Annalise Worldwide app and get $5 off and have your first pizza be the chicken and waffle, because that is good as hell.
Is there syrup on it?
There is.
Oh my gosh.
So hold on. We're moving too fast. So crust, like we always know.
Yes.
And then the base, because you got to have some sort of sauce, whether it be olive oil or red or Alfredo or whatever.
Right.
But you're saying it's a butter-based sauce.
Exactly.
and then chunks of chicken.
Cheese, chunks of chicken, chunks of fried chicken.
Yeah.
Then it's baked, comes out with a fresh waffle ripped up on top.
Okay.
And then syrup.
Holy cow.
Dude.
And it lands. It lands.
I believe you. I am not doubting you and Tara at all. I believe you. Okay.
I think my pants got slightly tighter. Thanks, Mike.
And Zaza's, for those that don't know, Zaza's located in front of the Target, 101st and Memorial.
Yeah.
Huh. Right now, we're all like, huh. Yeah.
That's Christmas. That's Christmas.
I'm
breakfast, lunch, dinner, pre-workout, post-workout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds so good.
It does. It really does.
Doesn't it, though?
I'm going to have to go. Is she doing it by the slice there, too?
I think so.
Oh, even better.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Okay. What did you ask for Christmas, Lindsay?
I really haven't asked for much, and I can't really. I think the only thing I mentioned to Kevin was I may have put a hint in his ear that I kind of want Botox in my forehead.
It's kind of a weird thing to do under the tree.
Yeah. That's it.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. I think we're all on the same scratch your head.
It's not a nose. You're very, very smooth face.
Yeah.
For what it's worth. I mean, just
wrinkles in my forehead.
That's fine. I could see that. Just don't do fillers.
No, I would never do
You're not
fillers.
at filler level.
Don't never say never. Don't do that.
No.
I'm
not interested in fillers.
You're getting the first one. Like you're going down the path.
Oh, then she's gonna be hooked.
There's like 2 lines on my forehead that are just keep getting deeper.
Oh,
I just
2.
don't like
Right. No,
that.
2. Yes. Just
but,
2. Yeah.
But you know, it would be great if we could just get you on our payment plan. We'll just get a little bit of this. We'll see you in 2 months.
Hey, I
see you
know
in
you
6
like
months.
the Botox thing, but we've got this other thing. It's kind of like Botox.
If you want to
put it in your
maximize.
lips.
No.
Okay. Gimpy.
I haven't asked for a damn thing. Why? What, am I going to ask my dogs for something?
I was waiting.
Please don't poop in the house.
You know what I want for Christmas? Yeah, that's about peace of mind. There
Yeah.
you go.
Mike, what are you asking for Christmas?
Again, most of the stuff I could, clothes or whatever is cool. And there's certain things I'm like, I like these brands, go for broke. But I had an employee who's like, I really want to buy you a gift. I'm like, please don't. And he's like, I'm going to buy you something. What should I do? And I said, find the stupidest thing you could find on Etsy. That's brings me joy. If you can find something really stupid and fun on Etsy, and I get that I couldn't have planned for it, that's a fun gift.
I'm a pretty boring gift asker. I wear a hoodie. For those who don't know, I wear the same hoodie every day. I wash on the weekends. It's the hoodie I wear at work. If you watch it online, that's what I wear. If I'm out at events, I usually have this hoodie. It gets holes by this time, so I asked for a new one. It ain't sexy.
Simple man.
It ain't Botox, but it's that thing. As you get older, I want the same thing to wear every day. I don't know why that is, but it's just the way that it is. I hope this pizza guy pays you a lot to talk this much on Fridays. He does, and he's funny. So you have an option. We'll give you your money back. Just go ahead and come by the station. When it comes to Christmas, what's your best Christmas memory, Mike?
Oh man, I going downstairs and you get in and at 5 and 6, and I remember seeing a bike and I didn't know I was going to get one, and I wanted the bike and getting that. That's it's pretty classic and boring, but man, that definitely hit when you're a little kid and you just have a simple gift and it's what you want.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's been an awesome year. We appreciate your partnership and talking to you on Fridays when you come in, and it's been another crazy year. I know that probably this time last year, you didn't expect 2022 to land the way that it did. But it's been an awesome year for our partnership, and I sure appreciate, you working with us.
Oh, for sure. And I very much dig. We're over a decade now hanging out on air and just knowing each other, and this has been great. And also all the fans that listen in, there's a love for this program unlike anything else, not just in Tulsa or anywhere else I've really seen. And that's all because of you guys. So Congratulations.
Awesome. Thanks, Mike. Have a good Christmas. Enjoy the family. And don't forget to go by and get the HPGB. How long will those be on sale?
We'll keep doing it a little after January, but we're running out of 5s and 25s already. So, get them while they're hot.
And then there's the 1-for-1 DeMarco, a chance to help those in need. You buy a DeMarco, and then Mike will buy a pair of socks to go to somebody in need here in our community.
Online, anywhere, however you buy a DeMarco, we're just going to aggregate them all.
And then don't forget about the Guinness event that's happening in January. We'll have more on that as we get closer to that. So
for sure.
Awesome. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All right, we'll take a break and we'll be back.
You're listening to the Big Mad Morning Show. This is Tulsa's Morning Show.
You put zero effort into the prize.
Yeah.
Again, I'm just real grateful that this Hilton Honors team did the best they could, and we'll make sure part of the Ford Truck Series continues. So I'd like to give it to my second place. His second isn't winning. So
Dude, Twisted Tea is a great beer fridge for guests.
Right.
item.
Well, congratulations, Lindsay. You got yourself some old mushed potatoes and some warm Twisted Tea for losing on Day Spa or Dispensary.
This says, I'm about to get divorced from my wife of 10 years because I made a stupid mistake and had a one-night stand. We got in an argument. I left, went to the bar, slept with some woman, and almost immediately the guilt took over me. She has told me it's over, but I have to try. What can I do to get her to give our marriage a second chance? 918-460-KMOD. BMMS. Then whatever you think he should do to 82945. Let's entertain the idea. What are some things he could do? How about a vacation?
Ooh.
You and me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to some beautiful exotic place and talk out my inability to keep my penis in my pants.
Yeah.
Having kids usually fixes that situation.
That maybe if you're lucky, you'll get to do that.
Vacations are nice. Absolutely.
Can you work on a
But-
problem on a vacation, Lindsay?
I don't think so. Because
This
once
isn't a
you get
problem. This is a
back-
crack in the foundation.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Because once you get back, everything's right there, you know? Yeah.
What are some other
And-
things he could try?
I think he
Entertain the
begs,
idea.
goes
No
on
bad ideas.
hands and knees and
Begs?
begs. What do you want me to? I will do anything you want me to do.
Yeah. Horrible way to get into a conversation with somebody, right? And this is why. Because you want to fix it, you have to come up with ideas. Not me.
Mm-hmm.
You want to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I have to tell you how to fix your problem?
Mm-hmm.
Not just this, any scenario, if you have to go to the person and be like, tell me what I have to do to fix this, then you shouldn't be in it. It's a horrible way to get into a conversation with somebody to try and rectify a problem. Because it means you don't know. You haven't even entertained ideas.
Right.
How about a candlelight dinner?
That's
not
good
enough.
and gravy and all, but the distractions there, man, you're not going to be able to enjoy your candlelight dinner. You know, you're not going to be able to do much of anything fun, a vacation or anything like that, because, you know, there's a giant elephant in the room.
Again, we're just trying to convince
Mm-hmm.
for a second chance.
Mm-hmm.
What about a spa day?
Sure. I'll go ahead and let you spend your money on me so I can go and feel better.
Yeah, is he
about
going to send
myself.
her on a spa day? I know. I think he needs to go to her and definitely like he needs to know from her what she expects from him,
I don't think.
what he wants her to
Come
do.
on,
What-
Lindsay.
yeah,
Come
no.
on. Come on, Lindsay.
Taking
Come on,
her-
Lindsay.
What?
What he expects of her.
What
Don't have
she
sex with
wants him
other
to do.
people.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what the expectation is.
Absolutely. But he's done it. He's done the damage.
Yeah, so we're
He's
talking about a
done the
second
damage.
chance.
Exactly.
So what do we're just talking about crazy ideas.
Yep.
Commit to
Yeah.
an idea, Lindsay.
Yeah. So going on vacation, sure, it's nice, but now he gets to go on a vacation too. Like, it's almost like, I don't know if I want to go on a vacation with you right now.
Hall pass. You want a crazy idea? Give her a hall pass.
There,
Give
yeah.
her an opportunity to even Stevens this thing.
Mhm. And she doesn't have to tell him about it. Ever.
Well, no, she knows about his, so I feel like it has
It's
to be
only
even.
fair, yeah. Yeah.
If it's even, it's even.
No.
Why do you not get to tell anybody?
Maybe she doesn't even take him up on it. He'll never know.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Let him wonder. Did she or didn't she?
yeah. Usually works.
Hey, usually does.
Yeah.
Withholding information.
Yeah. People have already texted in what my feelings are on this. To me, it's quite clear. But they are asking.
Yeah.
Right? They are going, what's some scenario? What's a scenario? What is a possibility? Brandon is on. Hey, Brandon, how are you?
Good. How are y'all?
Good. What do you think?
From a person who's been cheated on multiple times, I say the damage has already been done. But if he wants to win over, they've been married 10 years. Renew your vows. Make new vows. Tell her you're committed to her and only her. You know, just go and renew your vows. That might win her over. You never know.
Right, a mulligan.
Right.
Yeah, pull a mulligan.
Yeah.
Pull that mulligan card. Pull it all day long.
You said that you've been cheated on multiple times, Brandon. Would that have worked with you?
No, because I stayed with someone who cheated on me 9 times.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Are you
But
blind? Are you blind?
Well, I lived 7.5 hours away from my family at the time. So I was kind of forced just to stick around because I was in a state I didn't know. I wasn't from that state. So I stuck around and rode out the roller coaster.
What was her excuse on the 7th time?
His excuse was I was away from the house for 2 weeks on walk, and he got lonely.
So this is your boyfriend?
Yeah, it was my ex.
Yeah.
But when he said that, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I took the call around midnight when he was drunk, took the call, and I left and never looked back.
Had to rip that Band-Aid, huh?
I just left. I was done.
Wait, that was the 7th time.
Yeah. And then
you came back.
Took the call back because I was like, oh, maybe you changed. And the 9th time was finally the draw.
For him I'm just being really honest. Him cheating 9 times, do you blame him or yourself?
I blame myself for being blinded by love.
But it wasn't. No, it wasn't, though.
No. It was not my fault. But I mean, I kept going back.
No, it's your fault. It wasn't love.
It was my own stupidity trying to think I can change someone.
Right. Well, it was hope. You were hoping.
Mm-hmm.
You were hoping he'd look at you.
Yeah.
Right on, man. Brandon, have a great day, man.
You too.
All right, see you later.
These texts are
Scott is on. Hey, Scott, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, buddy. What do you think?
You know, let's be real. I love some of the comments, and you guys especially, but let's be real. You're not going to be able to give her a hall pass because we as men are never.
1-8-460 KMOD. You can also text BMMS. Then what you want to say to 82945. We're giving away beer for Friggin' A Friday. We have been doing it all morning long. We've been asking, what's your favorite line from any Christmas movie? Let's give our last one away. Richard is on. Hey, Richard, how are you?
Hey, doing great.
Richard, what's your favorite line from any Christmas movie?
Air brakes.
Air brakes. Go, Gimpy.
Oh, all right.
Oh, you already know.
Yeah, I already know.
Yeah. Lindsay?
Air brakes.
There's no way you guys are going to guess this one. That's why I chose it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. Go ahead, Gimpy.
Die Hard.
Tell us, Gimpy.
It's not Die Hard. It is Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh, yeah. You are a closet Ernest fan. Yeah, for sure.
No closet about it, bro. I love Ernest. You know what I mean, Vern? Yeah.
You know.
Don't mind, Vern? Yeah. Excellent. That was that's not when we brought this up yesterday. I didn't think we were going to get any Ernest.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we did, man. Gimpy, go ahead and tell him exactly what he's going to get.
Lindsay also has a favorite Christmas quote that she uses all year. It comes from the Schwarzenegger classic Jingle All the Way. Who told you you could eat my cookie? Here's a case of High Life and a $100 gift card to Moody's Jewelry. Back to you guys.
Hang on the line, man. Gimpy's got to get some personal info. I hope you have a fantastic Christmas with the people you're going to spend time with. And thanks for being a fan of the show.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, man. Hang on the line. Somebody sent this text in. I'll read this real quick. Thinking of getting a Ninja 2 drawer air fryer, I think is what they meant. Air fryer. What do you all use? How do you like it? Lindsay.
I think mine is a Ninja. and I like it a lot. I don't think it has 2 drawers though.
Gimpy?
Go for it. The more drawers, the better. That's it. It sure beats having 2 big ass air fryers on your counter. I know there's a lot of people that do that.
Really?
Yeah.
So we have a 2-drawer air fryer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's Ninja. And here's the thing that if I could go backwards, I would. I wouldn't have a 2-drawer. Very rarely do we use the 2-drawer, both drawers, right?
Mhm.
You can do one side or the other, but when you look up underneath, there really is only one coil. So if there's 2 coils, then I think it's worth it. If it's 1 coil, then you're not really doing anything, right? So it either they're not cooking all the way or you got to rotate them around in the pan. And the whole idea is convenience.
Right.
And so if you're adding a step where you got to, stir everything up, then to me, it's not worth it. But I would probably go back to the 1. And dude, I would say they're a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's one better than the other.
Okay.
My mom's got a very affordable, smaller one. It works just fine.
Yeah, because they all do the same thing, essentially. It's just a matter of size.
Yeah. It's like a microwave.
Yes.
Sure.
All microwaves work.
Yeah.
Toasters.
I think Ninja though is a good brand. I mean, I've had a few Ninja products and I've liked them all.
Yeah. I got no complaints. I don't know anybody that says, just like I don't hear anybody really complain about other brands of that stuff.
Yeah.
It's peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Right. It all works the same.
It isn't a rocket science device. The engineering's pretty much there. So it's fine. I have this headline I want to read. That's pretty crazy. And when you hear it, you'll go, that is spectacular and scary at the same time. Stop it. And it is one kind of like what Gimpy gave earlier with his hippopotamus.
Oh, good.
Aquarium with 1,500 fish explodes in Berlin.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. You're at the aquarium. The aquarium explodes and the fish start flopping out of the thing. Are you helping?
Yeah.
I'm not helping. I'm not helping at all.
No chance in hell am I helping. For one, that's a whole lot of fish. 2, I'm not going to be held responsible for anything that goes wrong with said fish. If one dies in my hands, I'm not paying for that. No, I don't want that responsibility.
No, you wouldn't be responsible.
It doesn't matter. We could have saved it if Gibby wouldn't have touched it. Oh, no, don't touch the fish. You're going to get your toxins all over its little slimy body. Okay, fine.
I think if they're not evacuating people, I think I would automatically go to, oh my gosh, help. Like,
and then what? You're going to hold it in your hand? What if it's a dangerous one? No, I'm out. I'm getting out of the way.
Let the professionals do it.
Amen. Even whatever. What if I try to help and they're like, you weren't supposed to touch it?
Exactly.
I ain't trying to get any of that smoke. Yeah, I'm out on that. Hey, I want to mention 2 things. One, we have been qualifying people with our Shiner Holiday Cheer for what, Gimpy? Almost the whole month?
Yeah.
And people have been calling in when they heard the off Christmas song, I think is,
Rocked Up or Jacked Up Christmas.
There we go. And you got Shiner Holiday beer, and you also got the gift card for Moody's, and you were in the running for the $1,000 Moody's gift card.
$2,000
Thank you.
Moody's gift card.
Kyle Estes of Tulsa. Dude, Kyle, you're going to make somebody very happy.
Or himself.
Don't. I'm sure they have a very beautiful puka necklace, puka shell necklace.
You get a watch or something.
Oh yeah,
Our puka shell necklace,
A pinky ring.
or a puka shell necklace.
Or a puka shell necklace.
Don't underestimate how cool you can look with a puka shell necklace.
This is a 1999.
No, yeah,
man.
Says the guy in the bright fluorescent shirt.
Hey, I'm going to work on the road after this.
No, you're not.
no, he's not.
You're definitely not. And then we don't normally do this, but this is pretty impressive. And we have a longtime listener that listens to KMOD, and she has worked for 40 years. 40 years. And she's retiring. And she's been a loyal KMOD listener in many ways. And she works at Sequoia State Park, and she used to help put together our listener golf tournament we used to do pre-us. But that's how well we know who this person is and what Sequoia State Park means to KMOD. And so we want to say happy retirement to Sarah Lamb.
Congratulations.
So many people that listen to radio, only a small percentage of them actually make themselves known. And Sarah is one of those that she's a huge fan. But we only know of her because of our relationship with Sequoia State Park. And for 40 years, she has been a loyal KMOD listener to the point where she's banished some employees. She's told employees, if you change the radio station, I'm firing you. And so it's sad we'll lose those listeners on Monday because she's retiring.
Stick around.
Yeah, hopefully they're infected by now. But Sarah, 40 years, congratulations. I hope you get to do all the things you want in retirement, or maybe you're going to start a new chapter. But either way, you have deserved whatever the next years of your life bring you. So thank you so much for being a loyal fan to KMOD. Without you and listeners like you, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing next year, which is celebrating 50 years as Tulsa's rock station. So we're incredibly thankful and feel humbled by people like Sarah. So thank you, Sarah. Congratulations on retirement. We got to take a break, and we'll be back.
You're listening to the Big Mad Morning Show. This is Tulsa.
Me over. Okay, cool. I'll come over and have dinner. That's all right. Doesn't mean I have to bring a bottle of wine or a 6-pack or a bottle of anything for that fact. That's that. Unless you say so. Hey, BYOB, bring a bottle, bring a side item. We'll get the main course. That happens to me a lot. We got the main courses. Come on over for barbecue, whatever. Bring a side item. All right, cool. Tater salad it is.
I've never gone to someone's house and like looked around and said to myself, that's so dirty here.
Oh.
Ugh.
Wow.
What, do they have lives? Right? I don't go, their sheets, they didn't even make their bed. I don't do all that.
Oh, I bet you have.
Down my
No.
nose at you.
Because life happens.
Depends on the level of the filth, right? If you walk into somebody's house,
If you're
and
a
it looks
hoarder?
like hoarders, yeah, exactly.
I ain't going to your house. I already know you're a hoarder.
But this is the first time you didn't realize that they were disgusting people or hoarders until you walk into their house,
Oh,
right?
no. You
get
can read a
totally
hoarder a
thrown
mile
off guard.
away. No, you can read a hoarder a mile away.
Hoarder.
Yeah, you can read a hoarder a mile away.
You just tell by the way they dress. Their lack of showering.
Or by their vehicle.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure, right? I think absolutely.
But you still don't say anything. You just kind of watch where you sit down, maybe scooch the newspapers or whatever, paper plates with leftover pizza rolls on them, and hang out for a little bit. And I got to go. I got it.
If I'm going to judge, I'm going to judge the food. So I'm not going to judge like, hey, your bed wasn't made.
No.
I'm going to judge, oh my God, you served Brussels sprouts or whatever that is.
Right.
I'm not going to get all like, ugh, you didn't clean for my arrival.
Right. Because you're right. Life happens.
Life
especially
happens.
if you've got small children.
Oh, and you're having a dinner party.
Right. You can expect toys to be all over the place. Now, there's a difference between, a little clutter, kids don't know how to pick up their toys, and your house looks like Ross, dressed for less. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I would think if you're hosting a dinner party, you would want to clean up.
You would think.
Yeah.
You would think.
But that's not necessarily true, especially if you're like, hey, come over tonight, we're having pizza. Pizza feels like there's no cleaning happening.
Yeah, it's okay to have your laundry still piled up on the back of the couch from like 4 days.
You should at least pick it up and throw it on your bed.
Yeah.
Right? Give me a place to sit.
Right. Just move the panties over. It'll be fine.
It's always like, I've gone and I stopped getting in the car with this person when I went to get in their car and they're like, hold on. And they had to like unload a bunch of stuff from the seat and the floorboard into the back seat so I could sit down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you invited me to get in your car.
You should have had that fixed up beforehand.
Or just don't invite me into your car.
I'm with you.
Right? If you don't have a place for me to sit, what are you doing inviting me over?
I just like the company.
I'm not a charity. Yeah. So that would be, I'm judging food. What do you judge? What's your judge when you go to someone's house? If it's
Cleanliness.
Cleanliness?
Mhm.
Probably, yeah. Especially if you're having a dinner party.
Yeah, I might do that too.
Uh-huh.
Gimpy?
Definitely cleanliness. That it doesn't have to be sparkling like you walk in and everything's ting, 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 no. But if you're inviting people over, dinner party, or just to hang out and have a smoke sesh, you might want to just kind of pick up the bulk of
Smoke
things
sesh.
first.
You're so
right?
bougie.
Yeah.
You're going over get high and you're like, man, the house was so dirty.
Yeah.
So dirty.
Well, yeah, if you gotta, you can't put your soda down or your water down on the table because it's littered with empty cans. and then-
Right.
yeah, that's what
Right.
I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
Go get a damn trash bag,
But if-
clear off the table, and it'll be
Yes.
fine.
Yes.
I'm not saying you have to run the vacuum.
Right.
All right. Just don't make people come in and be like, oh God. Oh. God. And furthermore, Susan, if it smells a little bit, just spray something. Just spray something in the air. You don't want to walk into somebody's house and get hit with a brick wall of stank. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to be careful too. Don't go crazy, right? If you're unloading half a can of Lysol,
right. You're
Oh,
obviously
gross.
covering up a
something up.
smell.
Yeah.
right?
Which will reveal itself in a
In
little
due
bit.
time.
Yes.
It's not permanent.
It smells like wildflowers and ass
Yeah. Is it Febreze?
hmm
and mold.
Febreze is literally advertised to cover up stink,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
which means you have a problem if there's stink in the
Yeah.
house. What about a toilet bowl that's got a pink ring in it?
I'm not judging that.
Gross.
It's pink mold.
Gross.
Yeah.
It's mold
Gross.
Yeah.
in the toilet bowl.
Yeah. That's okay.
Ugh.
Now, I mean, there's a difference between is there sitting urine or like, Mr. Hanky, is he taking
Skid
a little
marks.
swim right there?
There's some rubbing is racing.
Ugh.
Right. Like,
Gross.
previous person was a freckler. I get what you're talking about. Yeah. Dude, that happens, bro. That happens in everybody's house. I'm hoping that you would, at least go in there and take that little brush and whirl around a little
Yeah,
bit.
but you didn't.
You didn't, exactly. But I mean, it is what it is. Everybody poops. Everybody has that, whatever you may need a knife for. It's okay.
Bidet, dude. Bidet. Bidet. Good morning. It's the Big Man Morning Show. 918-460-KMOD. You can also text always BMMS and then whatever it is you want to say to 82945. Lindsay, what'd you learn today?
I just realized there's only 9 shopping days left till Christmas. And I learned that hippos can suffer from bulimia too.
Gimpy, what'd you learn today?
I learned that hippos don't swallow, they spit. I also learned that first word you learn is a lie. I know plenty of hippos that swallow.
I learned Lindsay only has 2 lines.
It looked like a rocket
Sure.
mountain on your forehead.
No, and well.
Oh.
And I also
Well.
And
That's good.
thank you. That's 2 jokes right there.
Yeah.
And I also learned that why Santa's Christmas sack is so big.
Why is that? I'm afraid to ask.
I'll let you figure it out for yourself. But it has to do with how many times we see him.
Yeah.
There.
Thank you. Far too kind.
Nasty.
Once a year.
Nasty.
It's Corbin saying make sure that dishwasher's loaded right.
Lindsay, stop tracking my cycle.
This is Gimpy, and I'm sorry.
Hey, I hope you guys have the best Christmas. And I know some people don't like hearing this. It might be the last Christmas you have with some. So please soak it all up and have the best holiday. We love you guys. See you next year.
Enter password.
Oh,
If we're going like a legit bird,
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the flamingo.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see if it tastes like shrimp.
Yeah. Flamingo or
That's
Roadrunner,
true.
one of the two.
Yeah, why not? That sounds fine. Penguin. I'm down for some penguin.
Oh, yeah. Some fricassee penguin.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about getting. I mean, it's cold. It's right there on the ice.
Right.
Who doesn't? Some good penguin.